Let's coordinate that. Good
We
job,
have
guys.
started.
Pay attention,
All right.
people. This might be
As I
crazy.
was saying,
We are live yet again. This
Yeah.
time for 12
Longer than
seconds.
6 seconds.
We
All right,
started
bye.
so hard, YouTube couldn't handle it.
That's right. Now we've taken our insight. We're ready to go.
I want to put out a different link into the
Use a little prolong. What?
the little chat there. And take out this one.
Now these guys are all quiet.
Oh, they don't.
So
want
yeah,
that
Marcus
smoke.
is a shit stirrer. That's what I started saying.
What did I do?
You got to know the hands as well.
There's 90, of course. My favorite thing about the past few weeks is how a little channel with less than 200 subs is affecting my life with every video. It's
Who
really
is it?
fun, guys.
Oh, Racer. That's
Razor.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah. Get him, Razor.
I haven't watched a shit thing he's done, except that all I've done is after I saw him mention, I went and looked and I see how low his subs are and how low his video views were. And I go, why is fucking he chasing anybody off or causing anything? Jesus.
I think it's fun. He calls me a gatekeeper now, which is fucking.
He even
Razor's having fun, and that's what counts.
He even attacked the whole country as well.
Now you just have to find.
Well, that's just America. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good morning, 90 MFC says hashtag cancel circumcision.
YouTube used to be 90.
Got a 17-month member milestone chat from Izzyverse. What is going on, homie? We are live. Hashtag gatekeeper.
They've been giving me, bro. They've been giving me hell in the Discord, dog. They've been giving me hell.
You earned every bit of it by inviting people.
I did invite it. I did invite it.
Is it not just it should be now Marcus's Discord instead?
No, I'm very much a tag along. I am not.
I'll tell you what, Razor did catch me off guard the day that you invited him to the Discord. He went on there and just made content out of it.
Yeah, he just did his little reconnaissance, and then he said, and he was like, "Discord's another place for drama, guys." And I'm like, "Bro, do you not understand anything ever? The dude never understands anything."
Oh, Razor, if you're watching, like for you, if you think that Discord is a place for drama, I'd like to introduce you to something else: the internet and message boards everywhere. Since the dawn of Prodigy Net, there was a message board, and on that message board, there was drama. And so speaketh man to another man. The end.
That's the thing. Like, this drama stuff is, I think that might be a difference for me. Is like, this drama stuff is so nothing. I've been doing this for 26 years, man. This drama ain't nothing new to me. People having beef on the internet, playing EverQuest, people arguing about what mobs got killed. Like, this is nothing new, man.
It's not what I'm here for.
Exactly.
I support everybody's right to make whatever content they want, and just as they support the right to not watch mine.
Yeah, I mean,
I too support my right to not watch theirs.
At the end of the day, your eyeballs don't lie, right? If you don't want to see that content, are you watching it? A lot of people who say they hate that content are watching all of it.
Yeah,
right.
Called a hate watch.
Well, what happens is people start talking about it. As people are talking about it, they want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So then
that's what it is for me.
Or let me go out on a limb here. Let me just pretend for a moment that people want to be able, not only do people want to talk about it because they know it's being talked about on streams like this or others, but they want to talk from a position of knowledge and they want to know what they're talking about. Let's just pretend that for once in America, that's what we're doing here for a second. People want to know what that is that they're actually talking about. Holy ladies and gentlemen.
We got a chip sighting.
Holy Toledo.
We got a chip sighting.
Shit.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Getler. And so people are doing that. Now, for me, I honestly don't, other than the fact that you've mentioned this guy's name, that's all I know. And you guys have said, what you guys have said just now, this is what I know. I have not watched any of the content because it's not my type of content. and that's fine. I don't begrudge anybody. If somebody wants to make content about me and be not such a dude, this guy with his pompous mustache and what a jerk and blah 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 blah, and all he does is open up boxes. Great. I had somebody say that in my comments the other day, and I said my response to him was very quick. Well, it's obvious. I mean, this is not I agree. My content is niche. Not everybody wants to sit there and watch somebody else open up boxes. And if you don't want that, then I'm not the right channel.
I enjoy watching open boxes. I just hate that there's stuff in them.
Yeah, well, that's fair too. And there's lots of channels that do other stuff. There's not a lot of many channels I know of that do empty box openings, but I'm sure there are some.
Indie box openings. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hashtag
in the
free the
boxes.
peanuts.
I mean, what's in the open up the box? Actually, I'm sure we could probably. I'm sure Whack maybe has done something where they've opened up a box with nothing but peanuts, poured it over their heads, silly stuff like that. You know.
I'll start
What up,
doing
AR?
imaginary unboxings. Have an empty
Yeah,
box
yeah.
with imaginary books.
It could be any. Look, Peter Griffin once said, "In the box could be anything, even a box, or even a boat." Yeah, a mystery box. It could be anything, even a boat.
AR, screw you, AR.
Anyways, yeah,
Marcus
packing
and
peanuts are
Whack
the
kiss
worst.
my ass.
Let me just say, packing peanuts are the not only are
They are.
Good morning, Paul.
they're actually. The other day, I opened up a box and it was like, I forget when you order something from Unknown Comics. If you order something, a few books, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get into, but at least it's in a Gemini. It's good to go. You order a stack of books, and their packaging is the worst in that it will be, first of all, outer box filled with packing peanuts, and not like the cornstarch ones. No.
The ones you can eat.
The styrofoam ones, the ones that will
just
last
stick to
forever.
everything.
And this, yes, you did, Cap. And the styrofoam peanuts that are lighter than air, that as soon as you open them, they somehow instantly like float up and start falling all over the place. And then once you finally
reverse
get
gravity.
to the books inside, they will have the books super inside the Tyvek mailers that don't just tear open, and they'll have them completely sealed up and then packing taped over every seam, folded up super tight, so you have to like super carefully get into them. And so, oh man, they're the worst. Anyways, I'm done with my rant. Someone else speak. Congratulations, Mad Spidey, you're up.
I got nothing.
Phenomenal.
Really way to contribute.
What
How
up,
are
boys?
you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
I bought packing peanuts once to send a package, and it got there, and I thought it was going to be in a bag, nice and contained, and I just pull a few out, put in there, use them for what I need to. No, it was just a box full of packing peanuts, and I was like, all right, I messed up, but now I have to inflict this pain on everyone. So,
and the shipping cost
slowly.
for the box of peanuts was probably expensive too.
I'm
'Cause you
surprised
know, it was
that
free.
glitter bombs haven't become popular in the community yet. I've been here for some years now, and not one person has sent a
Why
glitter
are you
bomb
putting
to
that out there, dude?
Yeah, don't say
Like,
that.
Mark,
I'm
that's
saying, like,
dangerous.
I'm just making the point that people send AOK these acts of kindnesses to each other, and not one person, not one single person,
So-
has put a glitter bomb.
So,
Well, hold on. You haven't
We're
seen
not
somebody
suggesting that you
open one
should.
yet.
all
You
right.
don't, given the number of boxes you have sitting there for years, you don't know that we haven't sent one.
Why do you
So-
think I don't open them?
All right. So sending packing peanuts is mean, and it's funny when you do it, but a glitter bomb
Is awesome.
would be severely diabolical. I mean, you could ruin some stuff with a glitter bomb to somebody
Nah.
in this community.
Don't listen to Mark, guys. Listen to Alan.
No, you could.
Alan. I tried to Google it last night. People's lives ruined by glitter. Surprisingly, there was none. Unless you're
But
talking about
people-
glitter, the
No,
stripper
stop.
down.
But there are
downtown.
people who wear
She's
glitter
ruined
whose
too,
lives
honey.
have been ruined.
Well,
And
I'm talking about ruin some things, not their lives, but ruin possessions.
Daddy
Like what that a little handheld vacuum cleaner can't solve.
comics.
You know what
Okay.
you do, Alan? You AOK your friend a little handheld dirt devil, and glitter bomb the package. That way you cause a problem, but the solution is inside.
Mark, you're going to get glitter bombed.
Well,
No, that's why
Alan, I doubt I will.
for 3 years because he's got about 20 glitter bombs sitting in all those
That
boxes.
problem, there's a good chance I got one. The batteries are expiring or whatever.
Forget with the glitter bomb. Pocan's going to send freaking glow powder bombs.
Can somebody time out 90, please? Thank you.
Not happening.
The VD of art supplies.
Glitter is the VD of art supplies.
Could be.
I hope everyone is following John's Comics with Kids on the old Instagram. He posted some of the items that you can win, acquire, what have you, during Comics Curing Cancer. He will be participating 3 years in a row. John's Comics with Kids has been a staple of Saturday mornings Comics Curing Cancer event, and it's always a blast. I like to wake up to that Saturday morning show, but I don't get the privilege because it's lunchtime when it airs over here on the East Coast. But I watch it all the same.
Yeah, I'd wake up to it, except that I've already been awoke to be on this thing.
Yeah, I'm counting the minutes before I can go to lunch break on Saturdays when he goes live. That's how I'm able to catch it, because it's like perfect timing for me getting to do a little weekend lunch break. Works out perfect.
It's all about you, isn't it, Mark?
Perfect.
Always.
What'd you say to me?
I said it's all about you, isn't it?
They have a barbecue at your work?
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll probably do something that Tuesday before the Curing Cancer. Get things started.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. If
Looking forward to it.
last year was really cool. Like people who have weekly streams, the week of Comics Curing Cancer, a lot of them geared it for Comics Curing Cancer, you know.
Why does it look like someone shit in Rob's mouth? What happened? Are you okay, Rob?
What?
I think it's just on your end.
Oh, it looked like you were making a face like that. Whatever you had in your
Yes,
mouth.
Chip, that could happen.
Oh, I had a peanut butter sandwich before joining this because I have to manage diabetes. And when I say peanut butter sandwich, it means it was just peanut butter and no jam. So, I probably is trying to get a little bit of peanut butter without sticking my finger in my mouth. Dislodged. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just like, are you okay? What happened? I'm paying too much attention.
That and I'm old, so I got like stick-on heat pads on my shoulders right now, trying to lose.
Chip. We've all been there, Chip.
I like how he's using Augusta roadmap references too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody excited about Noel? Can we talk about that?
Let's talk about it. Rob, I couldn't get Rob to shut up about it yesterday.
Christmas, Noel.
He started messaging me. He's like, Mark, did you see the Venom 3 trailer? Oh my God.
I like Norman
Reedus, apparently.
Norman Reedus is playing him. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah. I think it's the best thing they can do for this movie trilogy is swing for something. They're going for it.
I have never watched any of them, and for the first time, I might watch them all because I want to get ready for this one. I'm going to give it a go.
You should definitely watch all of them, but skip the first two before you see this one.
Okay. All right, got it. Understood.
Now, the first one, I haven't, man, I'm trying not to just like shit on them. The first one, I've never been able to sit down and just watch start to finish, but I've seen it all at this point. And the second one, I went and saw it in the theaters, and that was it. That was enough for me.
We're not timing out 90, but he's just bullying me, but whatever.
Is this the last one I saw?
Yeah, he's bullying me.
You love the attention.
Because he's looking for the keymaster. Once he finds the keymaster, he won't be paying attention as close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Noel if they can. Because I watched the trailer, and like when you watch a trailer, you can kind of like piece the movie together. Like you can try to put the events in order.
They showed too much.
And what they do in this trailer is they show you a lot of the same scene. Like a lot of the clips are from like the same action sequence. So I feel like we have not seen anything from the third act finale action scene. It doesn't appear that way. It's just him being chased by that giant venom creature thing, chased on the airplane. He's running across the plains. He's running through the little factory. He's still being chased by it. So I wonder at what point they'll get Noel into the movie versus saving him for like a 5-minute scene at the end.
So the Izzy, you're welcome, but if you're gonna profit off that book, you want to sell it now, because after the movie comes out, everybody's gonna hate it just like they hated the first two.
Yeah, now is the
And
time to
it's gonna
sell if you're
tank.
selling.
Well,
Yeah.
or and hear me out. You don't even have to go that far. You can go just based on the entire history of comic books and movies. That once the movie's out and the hype dies down.
Yeah, there's a clear pattern to these things. Shout out to JP's Budget Collecting 6 months back.
But hey, Izzy, good news, Marcus. If you're looking for a date, Izzy wants to be your keymaster. And since the keymaster is the guy and the gatekeeper's the female, and you gotta, they unlock the gate.
You got to do it doggy style.
The key has to enter in order to unlock the gate. That if nobody has ever gotten that out of all the movies that they do it to open up the gates, guess what?
I'm not the gatekeeper anyway.
Afterlife made it.
I thought you were.
Yeah,
just because Razor says I'm a gatekeeper, it doesn't. If you look at my history, I'm hostile to gatekeepers. I'm not a gatekeeper, but we don't need to talk about that.
In the words of circumstances, you have no idea what you're talking about, Marcus.
Oh Lord, I hate you guys.
No, you don't.
I'm just waiting on you to do a diss
Hey,
track.
Dave.
Not gonna happen. I can't rap. I can't rap, guys. It's not gonna happen.
That's never stopped
you know
anybody before.
I don't want to get Niobe Comics on my ass either.
Marcus, if you can't rap, we have something that we can do. It's called spoken word.
Oh yeah,
I could do that.
Just do slam poetry.
It's really the same thing.
It
It's
is.
just without trying to do it to a beat. And it's funnier if you put odd breaks in your delivery.
You sound like Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Or a little mix, a little Walken, a little Shatner in there, with your spoken word, and a couple of snaps in between every once in a while. You're good.
Perry and I were in Discord last week using AI music to create diss tracks on each other.
You see, whereas I love to take old rap songs and do spoken word with them.
Billy.
It's hilarious. It's the whitest thing you'll ever see.
It's the whitest thing you'll ever see.
Oh, Billy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Australia invading, taking over. They're going to take over every stream these days.
I'm on the toilet. You look like you're on the toilet.
Mark was posting this, so I was like, just saw it and was like, oh my god, I should.
CBC Awards nominated, still only 35 cents.
Shush.
Look at that guy.
CBCawards.org. Get your votes in now. Vote for Legion.
Not
vote
just
for
me,
Rob.
everyone, pretty much, right? Everyone's in there.
Vote for
except
K-pop.
Alan.
And mine. Marcus, AR. I have too many trolls in this community. What did I do to deserve this, guys?
You brought them on. You said,
Really?
come
Really?
at me,
You're asking that
and
question?
you attracted them.
Really?
Hey, shit stirrer. Shit stirrer.
I don't stir shit. I just talk about it.
No, you stir.
Oh, that's not fair.
Big old cauldron.
How is that not fair?
When did I stir it? Tell me when I stirred it.
Okay, you're like at the pot. You're making it. You're looking at it, and you
I don't
stir
make
it.
anything. I'm
Then
just
you walk
responding
back.
to it.
Then you stir. Then you step back.
I'm just responding to everything that's happening. That's all.
Stirring it.
Okay, fine.
No, but we like your stirring. We want you to keep doing your stirring. We enjoy that.
Just keep my name out of your mouth. What?
I don't know if anything's changed, John. If you ever watch FOC and Chill, anytime there's drama, we've always talked about it. But the thing about FOC and Chill is I don't direct what we talk about. There's been many shows where the show has gotten away from me and they're talking about things I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, like
I don't
I came
control
on
the
and I
flow.
talked about FOC.
Yeah, well, I love that.
That'd be a first.
That was
That'd be weird.
supposed to be the show. That was supposed to be the show. I swear to you, but the audience decided that wasn't the show.
Well,
If no one jumps on, we will do the FOC. It's just someone always jumps on to stop it.
Yeah, this week was a little bit too drama.
That sounds like a weak host to me.
I am a weak host. It's true. It's true. What up, Christina?
Hey, Christina.
I don't decide what the show is week to week. I really don't. And if you watch,
you have the power to stop it.
No,
And
it's
you
not.
don't.
It's not the point of the show. I'm not anybody's daddy. I'm not going to scold anyone.
Really? Have you told your kids?
I mean, I'm not any of those people's daddy, I should say. No, and plus, like, I get that. I honestly, if you put yourself on YouTube, you got to accept that the things that you do, not everybody's going to like it, and I'm okay with
No, everybody likes the things that Mad Spidey does on YouTube. 100%. That's why
What
he
up,
has
madam?
7 million subscribers.
I mean, I just got a little ringy-dink YouTube channel. It's not that serious, you know.
Hey, you hit 1K, so congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to put together a 1K giveaway. I was thinking about maybe doing
You
it
don't
that
have to.
Tuesday.
A glitter bomb? Giving away a glitter bomb?
I was thinking about maybe doing it that Tuesday before C3 and just making it the 1K giveaway, and I'll sell a couple of things for C3, and we'll just do it like that. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Marcus.
What am I? Oh, 951. Wow, you got a little thing that tracks it for you. That's cool. Yeah, you shot up there way faster than I did, brother. That's for sure. It took me a long time to get there.
All right. I'm blown away.
It was not a short trip for me at all. But you know, I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to have fun.
Oh,
Well,
none of us are apparently, or otherwise we're doing it really wrong.
Yeah.
you only make money if you want to raise money for charity.
Even
Yeah.
then, it's not. I mean, look, we do collectively over the course of the year. It's very what the channel generates is enough that it allows us to pay for this year. You know, the shipping costs and some of our supplies, and still be able to put some money leftover into the C3 into the charity. But at the end of the day, unless you have hundreds of thousands of viewers and stuff, you're not making
jack shit.
Yeah,
You're really not.
I mean, if I remove the super chats from what the channel generates, it's measured in I don't know, maybe still only 35 cents. I don't know.
But bomb.
What up, DJ? What up, Gene? Kenneth is here. What up, homies?
I'd have to play hard to get that shorts money.
Does the shorts money?
I don't.
I just can't do shorts.
If you regularly put out shorts that get millions of views, absolutely. Yeah. But if you're putting out a short that gets a couple hundred views, no.
That's where I'm living, brothers. No. I do much better on Instagram than I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. I mean, it really is. Anybody who thinks that any of us are doing it because we think that we're gonna, gets into this and thinks that they're gonna make money and be an influencer, they're idiots, right? This is honestly, this is something that I do. I don't care whether or not people like what I do. I do. I mean, that's not entirely true. Everybody you care somewhat, and you adapt what you're doing. But ultimately,
what Rob's saying is, if he cared, if people liked what he did, he clearly wouldn't do what he did.
Yeah,
I think it's just like anything else that I've done on the internet, where you start playing a game, say EverQuest, and it starts you start doing it, and it's about the game. But the more you play the game and make friends, it starts to become about the people.
Yeah,
and that's exactly true for me in this space.
Look at you go! Thank you, sir.
It's funny.
You're gonna be part of my raid group now.
I was thinking about this today. I was like, just thinking about where HeroesCon is going to be next year, and just the amount of watching the awards and seeing all the new channels and them coming on board and them being there next year. It's like just this momentum. That's the thing.
It happens every year with the CBC Awards too. Every single year.
But you also have ebb and flow. You have folks come in, but you also have people who disappear, who were creating and they get tired of it, bored with it. They get targeted by somebody and don't want to deal with it, and they have life things that come up, any number of things, and people leave the community. And all of a sudden you go, whatever happened to so and so? And then you may pop up so and once a while. You go like, oh, I don't know. I remember that guy Chip Getler. He was great. And then all of a sudden, he'll pop up in a chat for a moment. Everyone goes, oh my God, look at that, it's Chip. Yeah, Chip. And then
you don't see him for another 12 months.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the cool things.
And the new channels like you come along, you go, I don't know who Chip Getler is. Your point is meaningless to me, Rob.
That's one of the cool things about the Jigs Discord and hanging out with them is they've been around for a lot longer than I have.
And Are they one of the OGs?
Yeah, they've been around here. They're one of the, but they give me a much longer view of this whole thing, which is always interesting. And this is nothing new for them. I know a lot of us are saying, "Hey, this is a new
thing." It ebbs and flows. It comes around in circles. Yeah. It's like everything's good, and it's like because I saw the short that you posted about what Nikki said about like it used to be about spreading the love and AOKs and everybody pushing each other to get more subs and stuff like that, and that's all just gone.
I wouldn't say it's gone, but it's not all there is anymore. It's But I think the comments that Chaos and Comics made and Bubs made a similar comment is that they've been around, they've seen all this stuff, and it ebbs and flows, just as you said. And it's gonna get old eventually. So
it will get old very quickly. This doesn't get old though. This is cool.
So is anybody selling their?
It's better to look at this. I just wanted to see this one. Yeah.
Is anyone selling their notebooks? Is anybody in the market? Is anybody getting paid off of this?
I don't sell books.
No, yeah, me neither, really.
Selling what? Comic books.
Oh, because Null has been announced. He was in the third trailer for the Venom movie.
Yeah, so I've got that, but I don't see this. I buy the book on the spec and hold purely for the simple fact that I've got the book, not because I'm trying to. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just quite happy to have third printing of Null that I picked up for nothing and got graded, and it ended up being a 9.8.
I enjoy watching people get excited and buy and sell stuff when announcements drop. I mean, that's that kind of stuff, that kind of excitement. That's what keeps it going.
Yeah,
it's
good.
I wouldn't sell mine. We went through like a 2-year span there where no one gave two craps about what was coming out. A movie announcement would happen, and people were like, we don't give a shit. And then now people are like, hey, let me post pictures to let everyone know that I've got this book. Like, hell yeah, you got that book. Good job. Like, that's awesome. But feels good.
I've got this book, Sony. Guys. Look at that thing.
It's Sony, though. They're gonna screw it up. It's not like Marvel are gonna do. It's not like Marvel Studio. Like,
here we go. Here we go with the Sony hate. Here we go.
No, but as much as we give Marvel hate,
yeah, you clearly didn't see the video I put up about Sony. The big Sony lie.
I don't even know how they managed to get the rights.
This fabricated narrative that Sony's gonna screw it up. You mean Sony that does Spider-Verse? Sony that did the OG Spider-Man trilogy? They had Morbius and Madam Web, and that's all it took for them to make everyone like, they're going to destroy everything. Before Madam Web, even they're going to destroy
more than that. It was more than that.
Mark, honestly, Spider-Man 3, right? Let's play it back. It's great when they have good creators, right? Like that's why Spider-Verse worked. because they had good creators who stuck to the vision and
And
didn't get it
fantastic
diluted
AI.
by the suits. It's when the suits get involved, hence why Madam Web failed, hence why
Madam Web
Morbius
failed
failed.
on the name alone. Madam Web never had a chance. Like it doesn't matter who you got to make that movie, no one would have cared is the thing. Even if it's a good movie, even if you have a great product, it still wouldn't have performed probably because I don't think anyone was really
I don't
I
know.
need a Madam
The
Web.
general
movie. You know what I mean?
public don't even know who the hell Madam Web is.
Good
Yeah.
movie.
You can
Good movie,
win
right.
over a general public, but it's just one of those things like why would someone care? It's such an odd concept. Even inside of Spider-Man, no one's like, oh, I hope Madam Web's in the next fucking issue. Can't wait. No,
Yeah, but you can make characters that no one cares about and make them cared about, like
Correct.
Guardians of the Galaxy. For
yeah,
example.
but that's what I'm saying. But Madam Web's not even that, is what I'm saying. Guardians is a great example how you can win over an audience for sure. But Madam Web, I mean, you don't. They really painted themselves into a corner on
They
concept.
could have, though. I'm saying is
What
they
about
could.
Agatha
have.
Harkness? Like that's a classic example, right? That's a no-name character that would
Which
you would never have considered that.
Agatha.
Now it's got some TV show.
I'm
that's
pumped
gonna
for Agatha.
fail miserably.
I'm looking
Agatha's
forward to
gonna-
Agatha.
the
I
show-
can't wait, guys. We're
the
gonna
show
get
will
Billy.
fail.
We're gonna get Scarlet's kids. Man, I'm excited about it.
Marcus
Avengers.
is sitting here trying to hype himself up. He's like, if
I'm not hyping
fake it
anything up.
till
I
make
am
it.
hype. Avengers. Let's
No,
go
but
to
if-
life. Let's
If
go.
you can't look at Agatha, not Catherine Hahn, but just the idea.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
That's awesome. Beside the subject, if you can't look at that and say that's a definitive fail for the platform, if you can't see that coming from a mile away, you're blind. And the sad part is the people that are in charge at Disney can't see it from a mile away. You can enjoy it all you want. There's people out there that enjoy Madam Web. That doesn't make it success. That doesn't make it quality. And they need quality and a success over at Disney these days. They got like some goodwill they're trying to win back.
Yeah, I enjoyed Morbius too, Alan.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did. Despite it being a bit discombobulated, I actually enjoyed it.
I had a
Do you like-
blast watching
like Pepsi?
Morbius.
And I'm not afraid to say it. I don't give a shit.
No, it's only because of the Pepsi thing, right? That's the.
So I thought
It's
Morbius
the
was
biggest
a
I've ever
terrible movie, but when I saw it, I didn't go see it. I didn't buy it on digital. I was just one of those people that one day it was like, hey, they put Morbius on Netflix without announcing it. I'm like, oh well, I'll check it out. And a couple of days later, I watched it. I'm like, this is terrible, but I just like kind of laughed and enjoyed my way through it, like recognizing fully that it was a bad movie. But I had fun watching a bad movie that day.
And there's nothing wrong having fun watching a bad movie.
No,
No,
there's
no.
not. There's not.
What
You
gets
can-
frustrating is when you talk to people who had fun watching a bad movie and they try to tell you it was good. No, you had fun watching a bad movie, and that's okay. We start talking past each other when you start trying to tell me it's good. But yeah, Sony's been putting up like successful numbers for like 20 years, man, with very few missteps. That's why I was saying like they have it in them to make good stuff, and they do it. I think they're in this weird phase, especially during the past few years, where they're just trying to keep license and throw stuff at the wall to see what sticks. They have a lot of stuff coming down the pipe that has potential, and they're really just working with a Spider-Verse. So it gets weird as soon as you take one step away from Spider-Man 2, you start getting into territory that people really don't care about.
And that was my question. I thought that they only had a certain range of characters in a certain bunch of years. So I was trying to work it out. How did they get access to Null?
He's part of the Spider-Verse, which is
regardless of so
But
literally in
years,
perpetuity.
what time span do they have after this year? The characters created. Do you or don't you have access to them, or is there a caveat like where only if they're created inside the Spider character books or something?
Once they
it's-
originally they signed the deals in the 90s, right? Like that's
the
the
deal
point.
was signed in the late 90s, but from my understanding, the way the deal works is that you have to continuously move product. So, but you have to make the Madam Webs in order to get to the next one. You have to do the next one to get to the next one. So, in other words, they have to keep properties going in order to keep the deal. Thus, that's how we got that Fantastic Four by
I
Corman.
don't think that's what he's asking. He's asking, are they capped off? Are they capped off?
I don't think so.
Material
I don't think they are. I don't think
that's
there
the
is a
thing.
cap. I think it's just continuously. Just keep
It's
on
like-
rolling.
Like
It's
I
like
know
the
you have
Alan
to make
Moore-
a movie every so many years, or you forfeit the rights to it. I know that.
That's
part.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's
like the
always
Alan
the
Moore
case
thing,
when you're
right?
licensing.
You have to do
So if you-
something in order to keep it. Hey, madam.
Hey,
Steph.
Izzy, I was gonna say hi special to you. I saw you were in the chat. I was gonna say something.
I couldn't help myself. You guys talking about stuff I want to talk about. And I hate having to sit down and just sit back. But you know,
No, you
for
must
what it's worth,
participate.
this will be a small rare appearance for the time being.
I was going to say, I'm like sitting there going, well, I'm pleased to see you.
I'm happy to be here. I'm just like I said, and Marcus, Mark, some guys know what's up. So
Yeah.
before and Stephanie, I told you yesterday.
Yep.
So pretty much I'm just sick and tired of people talking crap and I don't want to be involved. That's
Mhm.
it. Plain and simple. And
Let's
the
just
truth
move on, shall we?
the truth is it's better to be silent than to
Yeah.
speak up sometimes. So that's
so,
what I was
so
doing.
Izzy, how are you feeling about the new Craven movie coming out then?
You know
From the
what?
trailer.
I've been teased so many times by the Sonyverse that
Mm.
I don't know what to expect. I
I
don't
bet
like the way
the trailers.
I don't like the way Rhino looks for some reason.
From the
Yeah, I
trailers,
know.
I'm actually a little bit excited. I reckon it's actually
Well,
going to
that's
be
the
like
thing.
not
Like,
necessarily.
they're good at building excitement.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it
I'm
could be
not.
good.
I'm looking like obviously me being the traditionalist Spidey fan. I'm like looking at it going, well, that's not anything to do with how he gets what powers, if you want to call them powers.
Yeah.
But I think the movie just looks like it's going to be just a fun thrill ride sort of
So
type
here's
movie.
the thing. I gave up on Venom 1, and then I said to myself, you know what? Let me watch this again without calling it Venom. So if the movie's no longer Venom to me, then I could disconnect it from the Spidey universe.
And your
And
expectations.
I've been having fun with it. It's actually a fun movie to watch. Pretty much all of them. And I think this last one's going to be just as fun because you could tell Tom Hardy's having a blast with it.
Mm.
It's not Venom. I'll be the first one to tell you.
Turn off your brain and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, after a while. Now, Madam Web was just a pure crap show, but but whatever. Sony wants to do what they want to do. They got the rights. They're holding on to the rights with dear life, and you know what I mean.
Spider-Man Wars coming up.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
What is?
So I think part of it's just to hold it.
The 1920s Spider-Man who's in all black and white. Nicolas Cage did the voice for him in the animated movie. He's called Spider-Man Noir. Like
Noir
plays on the old private detective stuff.
Noir films.
He's in Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage is supposed to be reprising the role.
So
sorry, I'm back.
Slime.
Yes,
I don't know
I'm
what that
sorry
means.
that I'm back, as opposed to I'm sorry I left, but
But we didn't know you left.
yeah.
Stop.
I noticed, Rob.
Bye. The internet just all of a sudden crapped out. I had to reboot all the router and.
Don't you just love doing that?
Well, fortunately, it's right here, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, mine is all the way over there now.
That's
Mike
probably
is
why
saying
you're
they have a
not-
3-year limit they have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
if they don't
Sony, I would-
produce content, they lose it. They have to
If I
produce
was
something.
Sony, I would never, ever, until the sun explodes, I would never let go of those Spider-Man rights ever.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
And that's exactly what Sony's doing. They're never letting go.
People are like,
It's
they
like-
need to sell it back to Marvel. Why the fuck would you let go of those rights ever? You have the film rights to Spider-Man. It's forever. Like, never sell that.
That's why it's interesting that they're going to be releasing 2 movies almost consecutively, like Venom 3 and Craven, both Sony movies, both in the short span of time. You think you'd spread it out a bit more?
No, they need to, because Craven, I want Craven to succeed. I really like it. I don't like the idea of a radioactive lion biting him and giving him power.
Yeah, it's a bit the blood drops and whatever, and
But
it looks like it might be a fun movie. I'm optimistic about this one at least.
Well,
Why? What track record has shown you that that's the one that is suddenly going to be great?
I'm not talking about track record. I'm just saying I'm quietly optimistic about just this one.
He just wants Craven to be
So maybe cautiously.
Cautiously is probably a good word.
Yeah, that might be
Optimistic.
cautiously optimistic.
I'm gonna watch it with my. This is not Craven as I know in the comics, and I'll probably enjoy it.
Dave said,
I'm like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alien,
Craven.
Eddie and the Aliens. I think that's a better name. They are.
What up, Digger Jim?
But seriously, it
I don't
looks
know,
good, and I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is a great actor. He
I don't know,
looks
everyone
awesome.
everyone praised Kamala Khan when they changed her powers up. Like they like, oh, this is fantastic. So
Did everyone praise it?
I didn't like it.
I didn't.
Which change
I
are you
didn't like it.
referring to, Mark?
Really, the one where she became a mutant and she could
Because she was originally supposed to have been a mutant. So the first place.
When they brought her up, like
She was
the
an attack- she was
overwhelming I don't know what
inhuman.
it is. When they changed her up, the
Longer story.
overwhelming consensus of people were like, oh, this looks awesome, her power set looks cool, and everyone, the overwhelming majority of people were like, they had to do it because stretchy powers don't look good on screen. Like, it's 2024, you can't make stretchy powers look good, so they had to knock off
I
Green
don't.
Lantern.
This is not my memory at all.
So how are they going to do
Bad
stretchy
memory
powers?
because I was the one arguing with
Of
those
course.
people
I
all
think
day.
I
Of
think
course,
people
of
have
course, of course, that's what it is.
Wait,
Thank you.
the
Mark.
reality is people have learned to accept whatever MCU does.
At
for the
that
most part.
time.
Yeah. Like people have accepted what they do. And they say, okay, we could deal with that when it comes, but because they've proven over time and time again that people enjoy it. But the problem is, it's like Kamala Khan is Kamala Khan. She's not. She was originally supposed to have been a mutant, then they turned her into an inhuman, and now they're bringing her back to being a mutant. So,
Well, my point was like people's had their power sets changed up and stuff, and it worked out well for some, not for others. So
yeah. I want to see Electric Superman. That's what I want to see.
That'd be cool.
Electric.
I would be
Just right at the end of
people
Superman,
that
he
would
just
defend
turned
that.
into electricity.
I would defend that.
Give him the blue suit, which I actually like.
They also said yellow costumes don't look good on screen.
I'll
be honest. Wolverine's costume sometimes looks a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, Tyler. Like, what is he talking about?
Wolverine.
I will admit I enjoyed the brown costume better than the yellow costume. It feels more gritty.
Well, that just shows what era you're from, is he?
I grew up on the brown.
It looks better. Let's be honest. It just looks better. It definitely looks better than the yellow.
Well, I'm going to show my age and say I prefer the Fang costume.
The one with the necklace?
Yeah. I think 2 issues, wasn't it?
Yeah, it like lasted 2 issues, but that was that Byrne that came up with that idea?
Yeah.
And they were like, nope.
It was Cockrum, right? I think it was a Cockrum outfit.
No, it was a Byrne. I think it was Byrne.
Well, I actually think Cockrum drew the first issue, and then he ends up in the outfit, and then Byrne keeps him in it for 2 issues and kicks him out.
Cockrum screwed up the costume, made it better looking, right? Because he didn't really have the mask the way he had it in Wolverine, right? So Cockrum did that, but then when Byrne came up, he actually gave him like the furry, almost like Sabretooth, closer to what Sabretooth ended up looking like. And then it was like lasted 2 issues, and then they were like, "Nah, we need this old costume back."
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Well,
he's still getting trolled.
Marvel definitely had a choice. Comics have always been printing money. The business wasn't going bankrupt. Mismanagement of money monsters, running schemes, film flare, whatever hurts movies.
Are you suggesting that basically all of these, they don't care about the content, they just care about the money?
Yeah, there's got to be a fine balance. Or you start
Wait
losing,
a second.
I do want to, before I read this comment, I do want to say any defense that starts with these 2 words is automatically thrown out. So. Next up, Kevin Spacey said,
Well, it was, well, the yellow
Okay.
costume was great. Didn't show
I'm gonna
you
be
how to
honest.
protect yourself.
At that time, let's be honest. Let's call it true. At that time, the yellow costume wouldn't have looked good. At that time.
I don't know about all that, G.
It would have looked good
At that
too,
time,
like,
it wouldn't have looked good.
you would have had the diehards loving it. You might have been a harder sell over on the general audience.
Yeah.
Let's just say that aside from the Savannah Bananas, not a lot of men wear yellow.
That's true.
No.
I
Also,
would-
in large quantities. I mean, head to toe yellow. Yeah.
Don't forget blue trunks.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You
yellow
gotta
and
get
blue.
trunks.
Like that's an interesting mix.
yeah, Marvel was
Yeah, it makes green.
big time in the 90s.
Any chance they do Noel well? Probably.
You don't
not.
agree with J-Man? I was around in the 90s.
I can answer that one,
I can
Marcus.
tell you that one.
Marcus, I'll answer that. Here you go. You ready? Who's making this film?
Sony.
Thank you. Next.
Apparently, that's a fabrication, according to the fax giver, Mark. So,
Well, I mean, you just look at their record. It isn't my facts. I was just referring to their record. That was all. No,
Your
you can look.
interpretation.
You can look at their record, then come to your own conclusion. And their record shows you that they haven't lost money, but on one film that they've done, and there's only been two that have been like shit shows, which was Morbius and Madam Web. Venom movie split the audience, but still has a massive following, rated high by fans on both of them, made shit tons of money, hand over fist. I'm not a fan of them. I troll both of those movies hard, but that doesn't mean I'm right. You know what I mean? They made a product that spoke to the audience they wanted it to, and it served them well. Now we're 3 movies in. The two Spider-Verse films speak for themselves.
Made some
Let
movies
there
that
be
didn't do well,
carnage.
some movies that did okay, and ran right in the middle. So they made some overall mediocre films.
Not what I said at all.
You said they made some movies that made some money. They had a couple of
all their
that didn't
movies
make
have
money.
made money except for Madam
two,
Web.
right?
Except
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
I thought you said
Morbius
Morbius.
make money.
No, I
Morbius.
said Morbius was a shit show. Madam Web's the only one that
Oh.
financially didn't earn them money.
Okay.
That was the only one
Okay, so they've managed to make some money off of them.
out of 14 films.
Okay, but overall, the best that you can go for is from reviews is mid.
From my reviews, or like the general
overall.
No, they all get high reviews except for Morbius and Madam Web from
a high percentage of the people, or they get high
Yeah.
reviews from a few people, and it ends up averaging in the mid.
So it would probably, like, if you just go by like the fan, like going by a fan score thing, like that's all you can go by. I have to go back and check, but the movies have a lot of reviews compared to stuff that has like a few hundred. It has thousands of reviews, which is tracking on par for anything you see, unless it's like in game that'll have tens of thousands of views kind of thing. But they track well with the fans. They get good ratings from the fans, and they made shit tons of money. But just judging from like our little sphere that we hang out in, talking to each other and stuff, a lot of people that we rub shoulders with, I didn't care for it. I didn't like it, this and that. But despite our opinion, despite my opinion specifically, which I don't like the movies, it meant less than nothing because they still made a shit ton of money, performed well, and rated high with the audience.
So in Rotten Tomatoes, Venom has 30%. Venom Let There Be Carnage has 57%.
Now, why don't you look at the fan score, what I was just referring to?
Well, I know. I'm going to go do that now.
That's the only thing.
And the fan score, you got it right. The fan
I know
score
I got it right. I did a lot
for
of time
Venom.
looking at
The
it.
fan score for Venom is 80, while the critic score is 30.
Critic score doesn't mean dick in comic book movies, especially. How many reviews are under it?
You gotta love Mark, man. You got to.
Well,
You got to.
He's passionate. He's very passionate.
I'm
got
just
to.
looking.
It's his show.
I'm looking directly
his
at it.
show.
That's why.
I'm just saying, like, where are you saying anything I didn't just say just then? But tell us how many reviews are under those fan scores.
Well, that's over 10,000.
So again, like, despite what critics think of something, if fans pay the money, critics don't, is my point. Like, you don't have to win over critics to have a successful film. You have to win
I
over
agree
the
to that.
fans, because that's where the money is. So I don't know what the disconnect there is.
Now let me see Madam Web. I'm just curious now.
Madam Web is dog shit on both
I
accounts.
will never.
Both accounts, bro.
That one I
Never.
actually tried to watch the other day
never
just
watch
because
it.
I was. Oh man, I was out asleep in like 2 minutes, and not because I was tired. It was just I was like, I'm watching this thing, and this is what the fuck is going on?
You could tell by the
And
trailer.
it was
that
all
movie
over
It was
the
bad.
place.
It was bad.
And,
just looking
and
at
every time I'd open my eyes again, because I was closing my eyes to invert it from
Why'd I open them back
let
up?
so much shit in, and I opened my eyes again, and it was still like, what the hell's going on? I don't get
It's
it.
11% on the critics, 57% for fans. So there are actually people that like this movie.
There you go. There you go. Except that Mark will disagree because Mark loves the Bayformers.
I'm not a fan of the Bayformers.
I greatly recognize being the outlier on that. I don't ever try to honey dick anyone about that. I like it because I like it.
I like the
I'm not
first
trying
one.
I'm not trying to sell nobody on this multi-billion-dollar film franchise that has like 7 installments. But this is what I use all the time to show my bias, because like where I can be harsh on comic shit because it's like outside of how I would picture it. I'm a diehard Bay fan, but 90% of Transformers fans don't go into these and enjoy them because of how different they are from their what they grew up with or what they love about it.
Because when I wanted to see the original Transformers, I expected, not just wanted, but I expected to see a movie with robots fighting robots. And that really wasn't what I got.
What'd you get?
You didn't get that?
I got, for the most part, humans chasing robots, and humans and robots fight with one another. But no, not a lot of robot versus robot action until at the very end. There was a little bit. But
You're going to like the new movie.
I was
Rob,
disappointed.
West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers 46. Kyle.
The new movie is going to be. You're going to like the new movie then, Rob.
What? Great Lakes.
Transformers 1. There's no
Great
humans.
Lakes Avengers.
Oh, I know that, but it's also a cartoon.
No, it's good.
Nothing wrong with cartoons.
Yep, exactly. I'm with Spidey.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not as excited to see it for some reason. My wife said when we were watching Beetlejuice, and the trailer came up, she says, "Ooh, I want to see that." So
it hasn't hit the wife meter.
Did y'all see where there's a massive advanced screening taking place this weekend for Transformers 1?
Saturday, yeah.
I think it's Saturday and Wednesday they're going to do one as well, but Saturday, all 3 theater companies in our area has it. So I'm assuming if anyone's interested, you can look up the show times in your area or just go to the link on the Transformers 1 page. They'll have a link on their Transformers 1 website that'll just hit your area for you. But if you're interested in seeing it a week out, it'll be Saturday. I think most people I've talked to all say it's at 5:00 at their locations. That's what time it is at all 3 different companies here in Augusta.
Oh fuck! I will say that I think Tyler's confused, and that he's probably thinking of Megan Fox. But other than that, I don't know.
I think Transformers 1 is, I think, most people's preferred one out of the bunch.
Yeah, that was good. Transformers 1 was good.
I thought 3 was phenomenal as well. The whole
I think
battle with
Transformers, the
Chicago
original Transformers is fine. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Which one was the one with the Constructicon with the dangling?
No, that was Revenge of the Fallen. That was the second one, which was a writer strike film as well.
Right.
Remember when Lost hit that writer strike era? That Transformers movie was one of those. Same for the first G.I. Joe movie. And it kind of shows a little bit. A little bit.
I'm waiting for the Mighty GoBots movie franchise. Come on. I'm just kidding.
GoBots versus Transformers. That would be cool. That would.
Who would
80s
y'all
robots
bet on?
versus?
Like, in all seriousness, who's gonna win?
I don't know anything about GoBots outside of their name. Who wins that fight?
Well, we know in the toy world, we know who won.
They have hands,
Yeah,
right?
GoBots beat the crap out of Transformers when they came out. Everybody was going for the GoBots. Oh wait, that's in a different universe. I'm sorry.
Stephen C said the fans win.
That's right. Can't wait. You're gonna see it. Copter.
Are you username ladiesman217?
Oh, what have we got on Transformers versus Predators?
It should be them like going invisible, climbing up their back, and executing them.
I want to say a Mask movie.
Mask?
I don't think
Speaking
a
of aliens.
Transformers versus Predator would work pretty well unless the
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
they'll just beat the crap out of the Predators, wouldn't they?
Maybe.
Well, speaking of aliens, has anyone two things? Has anyone seen Romulus and thoughts
Hell
on
yeah.
Romulus? And then secondly, the A versus A Avengers versus Aliens. I've heard good things. I haven't picked it up. I was gonna get it this week. Has anyone read that too?
I skipped it.
It's supposed to be really good.
I heard it was decent. I skipped it because I looked on the top left of the cover and it said Marvel, so I'm like, nah.
I skipped it because I can only pick up so many books.
Yeah.
I did hear good things though.
Yeah.
And
I haven't done it.
I have forsaken
skip them,
many
right?
of these limited series because I can't. The number of regular pulls and variant, everything else I do, I'm all nah. These, if one of these things really becomes good, I'll go grab a trade or something. But
That's where I'm at because I'm also a trade reader. You know, the number of miniseries that are out there is excessive. So I just I'm
fine with that because
trade.
I'm fine with them doing it. I'd much rather them do some of these limited series because sometimes it's a concise story and everything else. But I just sometimes it's like, wow, maybe it's too many. But it's better than launching another freaking ongoing series that ends up turning to shite because the story was only a 8-page story and you stretched it out into 30.
I did see where they announced that Marvel Comics will be doing the Alien Romulus prequel comic, which I'll probably for sure end up getting that trade when it comes out. I'd love to see what happens on the Renaissance space station, the events of them. You know, we saw the intro to the film and we saw the ultimately the fallout of their failed attempt, but I'd like to see it go down.
What about the Aliens Earth TV series?
The Earth one, Alien Earth War. Or whatever.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Well, it's what's his name? I can't remember his second name now.
Timothy Oliphant is the
he did a great job on
Noah Hawley.
Hawley or something, but he did that Legion series, which was fantastic. I thought that was I'm not normally a fan of someone who diverges from the source material too far, but he did a great job on that.
Sticker person behavior.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see.
Got some classic stickers there too, man.
Look at that. He's all about that. He's all about that DJ Links, but he's got like front and back.
I do have a front and back. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Obviously, you have to send Marcus a sticker.
I mean, I got to earn my keep, right? You know, shout out to DJ Links.
Marcus made a YouTube come up this year.
I did on the giveaways. Yeah, Mark gave me the first Deadpool, and then right after that, I got the first Venom. The two coolest books in my entire collection now.
When you're on, you're on.
Hashtag rig.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
Earn your keep. You're a gatekeeper.
They have been relentless with this gatekeeper stuff.
I think you're really the key master.
They have been relentless with this. You see 90 in the chat. This is my Discord experience with these bastards.
Oh.
They're trying to get rid of me, but I'm not going to let them.
Hey,
you started it.
I didn't start anything.
Who's going to get rid of who first? Are they going to get rid of Marcus, or is he going to get rid of Razor?
No, I'm not getting rid of. I don't want to get rid of Razor. Yeah, I really don't.
It's just a joke because that's what Razor kept saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand any of it. What up, Remy? None of it makes sense to me, and that's okay.
I just assume it's all a shtick.
I don't know. It's either that or he's just not that smart. One of the two.
Keyboard warrior.
I'm done with it though. I'm finished with it. I could care less.
But you're
that's a good way to be.
I was fixing it, Tyler. It's over now. Burke nasty. Yeah, they say in the Discord that they don't know no Burke Family 54. They only know Burke nasty.
Good news. The jerk that
morphine
worked at the
time.
comic store I dislike no longer works there.
Oh, so you got him canceled too?
You mean there's a comic book store for Burke?
He
I thought
got
there were no
comic book guy fired.
Every time I turned around, he was like, always there's no comic book stores where he was.
Yeah, I thought he was
There's
getting
one
stuff from
Topeka,
Paul.
right? He is, but I think he did have a shop that he was going. I think it was in Topeka, maybe not.
But then somebody
up, Lisa?
died, and then they had to shut it down or something.
That was his LCS. There's another store that's between his work and his home. You know, it's not necessarily convenient for him to get to, but
Oh, okay.
We got plenty of stores in Kansas. I don't know what you're talking about. I got them all over here.
Well, great. Well, Marcus,
He must have been banned.
When I get
for all
out
of
that
them.
way, I'll hit you up. I'll go, hey, let's go.
Yeah, me and Beckerman are always down to go.
My
riding.
wife was telling me that we need to try to make it out there to go visit her brother, and I was like, oh well, great. Well, we'll figure out when Planet Con is so we can
March
arrange that visit to visit your brother. And then
let's go.
Yeah, except I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Because at the end of March, I think. Oh no, April's when our cruise is. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, doubling up like that is tough, though. Yeah. Pardon?
Where are you cruising to?
Oh, this cruise is just along the west coast of the United States. It goes to Astoria, Seattle, Vancouver, and back to San Francisco. So Northern Pacific.
So you're really not going far.
No. It's
Okay.
just it's a 7-day jaunt up and down the west coast. We've done the southern coast one, and then we've done Alaska, and we've done some of these others. But this one we had scheduled back, it got canceled because of COVID. And then we just finally got a chance to. Last year we wanted to go, but it was right when my son was graduating. So for some reason that was more important than going on a cruise. So now we're finally using the cruise credits that I had to go on. Now I've done Alaska a couple times there, Roscoe, and I love going to Alaska. I think it's one of the best cruises that is out that I've ever been on. Is Alaska? It's so beautiful.
I was going to go, but COVID happened, and I was going to go to Alaska, and I had to cancel it.
Yeah, we just went. That was we did our 25th wedding anniversary on the Alaska cruise. We renewed our vows and everything. It was actually we went with my family, so it was my parents were celebrating their 50th anniversary, and I was doing my 25th anniversry, and then also my dad turned that year. He turned 70, I think it was, and so it was like a series of. Oh, and my brother was celebrating his 20th anniversary, so it was like a series of celebrations all at once. We all went on the cruise together. It was great.
Where did you renew your vows? On the cruise?
On the ship. Yeah.
On the ship?
Yeah.
Did the captain have to oversee that?
Yeah, the captain comes. They said it was just the whole nine. Yeah, it's great.
So the first marriage wasn't good enough. You had to do it again.
It just felt like it was something cool to do.
I know. I was just kidding.
I just want to thank Burke for being around, because anytime he's around, he gets Beckerman's attention instead of me.
It takes all the heat off you, doesn't it?
I really appreciate that. Beckerman has been in Razor Comics' comments hurting my feelings on a regular basis.
Hey, this is a good thing to bring up. These things I thought were so cool from a marketing standpoint, aesthetically. But did y'all see the comic book packs? They're comic book size trading card packs made just like a trading card pack. You open it up and you have 3-4 comics, something like that in there for X-Men 97 issue number 1. Just different variants they did of it, or the different artists and the different foil options or virgin options. It's just I like gimmicks. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is a financial thing you can retire on them, but man, it looks fun. It looks really fun. And Dave, I want to hear from you, Dave, because you're making all the faces.
I saw the Comic Tom video today, and I was interested up until that point.
Oh, I saw the Rob Liefeld video on him.
Yeah.
So he said they're going to be on his Whatnot. So they're on everyone's Whatnot, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's basically.
So it's like a Whatnot show thing. It's kind of
cool.
like a con. They're kind of little mini con type of event because I know Josh is doing something with it too. So Josh has the
And
pack.
Tom just managed to
cancel
open up.
Perry.
Tom
Does
opened
Josh-
a special pack.
What's Josh going to do with them? I'd like to buy one of the
He's selling them.
the Rob Liefeld one because they're different. They're different packs. Like I'm obviously you don't know what's on the inside, but that just like with the card packs, when you get a box of cards, you know there's a couple of different wrappers.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the Rob Liefeld wrapper one because I would just keep it sealed.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I spoke to him a couple of days ago about it, but but now this hype is insane now.
Holy crap! I don't want one anymore.
Yeah, they're going up in value.
Not a chance. I'm sinking my money into that.
I was about to say I got $20 on one. You know what I'm saying? There's
I
3
think
books
that-
that I paid 20 for it, but no, hell no.
No, I think they're going higher than 180. I think I've heard 250 at one point.
These things aren't limited, right? Because like if they're just going to be passing them out to everybody on Whatnot, there's a lot of Whatnotters out there.
A lot of Whatnotters has it.
It's like the old what was that one where they all bought the
Invincible stuff?
Oh yeah, the Tyler Kirk.
Remember they bought a whole bunch
Yeah,
of them and they
right.
just shipped them to Whatnot, right? And they started selling them on Whatnot, and it was like,
Oh, the Ninja font?
No, what was it? It was around the Asset Gate thing, and then they did something else, and they were all selling them on Whatnot. All, yeah.
Oh, DJ said, well, inside, the X-Men 97 books, they're just putting that pack now. That's still a cool idea. It's still a cool concept, but I get the faces.
Not for
Dave,
$180 though.
I get the faces Dave was making now because that's expensive.
Yeah,
it's really expensive.
That's why I'm not like if it was
just a fun little novelty. That's
no,
gone.
if it was $20, we'd all be in, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
fun.
it'd be fun.
That's
We all
fun.
have them, enjoying them. 180. Is that like what people are selling for?
But wasn't Tom giving them away though?
Was he? I didn't see that.
I think he was the thing that he was giving them away during his streams.
Well, that's because Rob chiseled it, man. Just like a base, like if you went to like eBay to go buy one that because I don't want to go get on Whatnot and sit there on a stream and this and that. I'd rather just, if I want something, I'd rather just go buy it, you know?
Apparently, there is some like really rare books in some of those packs. Though, 'cause I saw something that Nerdy Girl posted. Something about I'll see if I can pull out some gold foils or something or other. That must be like extra rare or something.
Yeah, that's it. It's a 1 in 200. That one.
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
it,
the one
Dirty.
that Tom managed to pull in his first pack.
Yeah, I don't care what I get inside. I'm probably not even going to open it. I just want like the novelty of having a giant trading card pack. You know what I mean?
But you know what you could do is during Comics Curing Cancer, if you saw this week, we got a 3-pack of 12-cent comics from King Comics. One of those little 3-pack condos. That's great. There's 12-cent books in there from 1967, still in the original poly bag, sealed up. We don't know what that middle book is. It could be anything.
That is true. Now that you say it like that.
Anything.
There you go. And you know what? That one, I guarantee, will probably sell less than $250.
Yeah.
Although I'd like it not to, but
Are they mixed brands or are they?
no, it's King. It's King Comics. We know that one side is a Beetle Bailey comic, and one side is a Popeye comic.
Okay.
That's how I was able to look those up and see that they were 1967. I can't tell what the middle comic is at all.
I wasn't familiar with King Comics.
Rob, there is a website. So I had the same problem with one of the 80s packs, and it wasn't on the list. And so I was able to find. I cracked it open and shared it with them. But there's a website that tracks all those multi packs. So you can probably find it on there.
Some people have.
I'm like building a mystery here, man.
We need the mystery to sell.
Yeah.
We're trying to sell a mystery.
There's 3 12-cent comics, for God's sakes.
And you'll never know what the middle one is unless you buy it.
These books, and I'll tell you, they are clean and pristine, baby.
In other words, Dave, shut up.
These are high grade.
I'll give you the 250 and I'll find out. And
there you go. Okay, sold. Everybody
we
here
have a
saw
transaction here.
I had
Dave,
it.
Dave is paying $250.
Rob, you know
American.
You know I'm good for it, Rob.
I'm only 12, says DJ.
I'm 12.
I'm 12.
Speaking of which, Dave donated a fabulous one of those Jim Lee Hex backpacks.
Oh,
snap.
cool.
Very nice.
That's going to be available.
Did the little promo thing work, Dave?
What
On
promo?
those backpacks? Weren't
It's
those the ones that they were like sending out for like cheap, just pay shipping?
Nah, these were the professional ones that Jim Lee did. He did a comic book version and an art version that were I think it was done through a Kickstarter, wasn't it originally?
I think
And then
so.
because I was actually looking at one of the art folders because they were really, really cool. And they weren't cheap on Kickstarter either. So that's actually a really, really nice donation.
I just remember they had like a promo a couple of months ago, like where you got a massive discount. They were running a discount to try to move some bags or something.
These came out, Dave, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I placed an order on that when they did that promo, but they never did the order. So they were giving certain ones, which weren't the Jim Lee ones, they were doing for free. And I've still got the order sitting in my inbox, but it's never been recognized. So they were clearing those out. But then,
it's the Jim Lee one. It's flipping awesome.
Yeah, they are like top quality.
You got some art on it, and I was blown away. I was like, oh, okay, a backpack, and I was going through. I was like, holy shit, this is it's such a great backpack for cons because there's so many different sections and dividers set up for being able to drop in your Geminis or whatever you're keeping your books, all these different little segments, and instead of not flopping all over the place, there's all kinds of cool.
And they weren't cheap when they came out, so they're not a cheap item either.
Yeah,
I'm in. Sledhead, I'm in. I'm all in on that, Sledhead.
This is it. Like,
oh,
I think that's the one I sent you, Rob. That's
the one that we got was I think it's Joker. It's Batman Joker stuff.
Yeah, of course. Keep the Superman one for yourself. We get it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
But I mean, it's cool because even between the back, there's like a sleeve there between where you see DC. Between that and the actual bag itself, you can slide, like art in there or whatever. And then of course, when you open up the inside and you look inside, there's like all these different compartments, segments, padded.
Yeah, that is segments. Good. That is great for slabs and raws.
Yeah. What are those retail at?
150, I think. 150. Yeah, 150.
Yeah, there was some for 99, some for 150, and then I think the art folio ones were 200.
Perry, does he got that skibbity riz?
But they're all there's only 5. Is that how many of these are there? Yeah, 650 of this one. There's only 650 of them.
Yeah.
So
probably Target would be my guess.
But yeah, pretty cool. And Jim Lee was signing him at San Diego.
We're trying to raise money here, Beckham, and stop ruining it.
Yeah. So thank you, Dave, for donating that. We'll have one of those at Comics Curing Cancer. Yep.
Very awesome.
Your mate, Marcus. Your mate.
Now look at this. You like
what?
Deadpool?
What I missed?
I said he's your mate.
Deadpool, created by Joe Kelly.
Or Bad Spidey, do you have a giant Lego Spider-Man?
No, I do not.
Spider-Man, created by Roy Thomas.
Look at Rob and his toys.
No, this is Comics Curing Cancer. See, so you can take it
whoa. Family show.
You can do your own stop motion.
Marcus, that thing's bad luck, brother.
I'll start bidding at $50 right now.
This thing is awesome, Luck. What do you mean? It grants wishes.
It's the last time it broke hearts. Last time I saw that, it was under a moment of distress.
I found the book, so everything is fine.
$51.
I got nicked.
Are we starting a new thing? Mug people.
Okay, since we're showcasing things we're donating for Comics Curing Cancer.
Have better stuff to do.
I'll show something that I'll donate to Comics Curing Cancer.
Since they're doing mug people, here's the 2023 exclusive, but you can get the 2024 exclusive Comics Curing Cancer mug right now on fatstacksmerch.com.
I'm going to donate.
That's a nice pint glass. There you go for all your beer drinking needs.
Is this going to be available during the Sketchy Show?
Yep, this is going to be one of the items for Sketchy Show.
So the sketchy show will be on Friday, starting at what time?
4 p.m. Heroes time, otherwise known as Eastern.
Hashtag real time. So day one of Comics Curing Cancer will be August 4th. So at 4 p.m. Izzy's show will kick off. The sketchy show, where you're going to be doing live drawing and stuff.
Yeah, we'll take requests and things like that.
We're just going to be watching you draw.
No, we'll have some guests. Definitely have some guests throughout the show. So this is going to be one of the items for the show. This is another one that I have to pick up next week.
That looks really good, man.
Thank you, man. I'm really happy that it actually came out at 9.8. So that was something that made me happy.
I like the perspective of the
did they get the label right?
What was that?
Did they get the label right now?
You have no idea, dude. There's a story behind all that. But yes, they finally got the label right. So let me see if I can zoom in for you guys to see the label. So if you can see, I don't know.
We can't. You can read it to us, though.
Yep. So it says sign and sketch by Izzyverse NYC.
You never thought to put your name on it? You put your
YouTube that was part of the problem.
That's so weird.
So you're slabbed, is he?
I've been slabbed.
Izzy's been slabbed. I'd rather it say Ishmael.
Yeah, that's nice, but that's not my name.
And Beckerman, I am your friend. I did not wish it. I'm your friend despite your abuse.
They get a sticker. If you purchase it, you will also receive the sticker, which is more valuable than the slab.
And how much do they have to pay for the sticker list option if they don't want the sticker?
$30. Hashtag sticker people.
So for a $30 donation, you can have that sticker removed from your package.
How to get on my package?
Oh,
there you go. Marcus.
There you go. Now there's a sticker.
Sticker person behavior.
We gotta get a Comics Curing Cancer with the foil, the holofoil version.
The next we have magnets.
I was kidding, Rob. I'm aware that we have magnets. So many magnets.
So many.
Rob didn't want us to have stickers at Heroes for the off chance that people like stick them on things and then it looks bad on us. So I was passing out magnets and giving 2 to everybody and telling them, look, one's for you, one is for you to go stick on something metal. Don't worry, it's not a crime, it's just a magnet. So I was really promoting sticking magnets everywhere. I don't think anyone did it.
Remember when putting magnets on cars was like a big thing at one time? Yeah. That's what you should do. Just get the big stickers and just slap them on all the cars.
Just go to a Lamborghini or Ferrari and stick them
everywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Nikki Pancake.
Morning, everybody.
What's up, Nikki?
Hey, so I have a question. And this is directed towards Madam, because I haven't spoken to you much at all.
Yes.
I would like to know your comic book background. What you collect, what you're into. I mean, if you read it all.
I used to be on this show called The Comic Book Crowd.
Okay.
With somebody. But you can't see who they are anymore, so they're gone.
Just a random piece of tape on a cup. Wow, how does that happen?
Anyway, because of that, he started a YouTube channel and decided he wanted to bring me on for some views, and I enjoyed that. And then did some
that was so close.
Ooh.
I did some cosplay and stuff, and then I really started learning and appreciating the art of the comic world. And I started learning about all the different artists like Friesian and Middleton, David Nakayama I really like. And I would have favorites, and I would just collect like some Lady Death and some what was the other one? A Poison Ivy I like too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I just kept doing cosplay and stuff, and then just decided to keep going. And
so you just collect. It doesn't have to be mainstream stuff. No big keys.
No, I don't have any big keys or anything like that right now.
Reading it for just the pure enjoyment of it.
And I also don't really read them.
Okay.
No, I have people sent me AOK as well. I appreciate the cover art more than anything because the cover art is better than the inside art usually.
Usually.
So I'm just strictly like the outside of the book person, and I can see it and it's beautiful. I like, dang, we can slab that. That'd be great.
The artist enjoys the art.
So then, speaking of 9/8, I did end up cosplaying for a different independent publisher, and I'm on the cover of a comic book now called Halloween, and you slab that. So I'm a 9/8 too with my name on it.
So you actually been slabbed.
So she go, oh, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm a 9/8.
She's multi-slabbed.
that went right to my head.
See, this is what I love about this show. It's just people of all varying collecting. Like I've been collecting probably more than 40 years, 45 years.
When you started, what year?
It had to be 80 something.
1965.
Yeah, for me,
1954.
That's what I.
7 for me.
It's been 84 years.
I remember when comic books were just 12 cents.
So, hello and welcome. Even though you've been on for however long now.
Wow.
This is what's great about the show is that people of varying comic book knowledge and collecting is just we all come together and we talk stuff.
Come together like butt cheeks.
And Rob, don't think that I don't know that you saw Madam's cat jump up on a very tiny table with a very large statue and nothing broke. And I'm in this huge room.
All by yourself. And yet,
All by myself with nothing
Many
else.
broken statues.
With nothing else to break. And yet somehow I find a way.
I
She's
have 4
actually
cats.
making it, though. She's in the process of making it.
No, it's still.
It's
You know,
close to getting done.
if the cat knocks it down, then that destroys the entire process.
But the thing is since I was young, since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, I am that kid that do not touch. You know, you go into a store with breakable stuff, and I just go in and I'm like,
Go in a China store.
yeah. So
I like your shirt there, Nick.
it's very ironic that I'm in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Spotty.
Miss you, Nikki Pancakes.
Nick, do you consider yourself a sticker person?
I love stickers.
Okay.
He has the stickers. I've seen
You
them.
got to be an idiot to be a sticker person.
I've got tons of them, but I kind of revere them in such a way that I have to put them in some place that I know they're going to be there for a long time.
Oh, I got a place to put the stickers. Let me show you where should I put them.
I love when I'm just scrolling through Instagram and I stumble on those time lapse, the artist doing the covers, and I realize that it's got to be my commission because I have commission with this artist. I've asked him to do a Talon from Batman.
Hey, Rob, one
And I
second.
can't-
Let me interrupt for a second. Dave just posted he's got to head out. Let's tell him
Yeah,
bye.
I gotta go see.
Bye.
Everybody go check out Still Only 35 Cents right here on YouTube. And also be sure to look for his name in the Comic Book Community Awards. He's on there as best new channel. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, thank
Best new channel who's been on a SDCC panel.
That rhymed. It must be true.
No big deal.
So, Rob, your Talon piece.
Yeah, I'm thinking, how many people could
Wow,
have
that's nice.
outstanding request for Talon, right? A commission of Talon. So I'm like, assuming, and especially with this one artist on the same book that I sent in. So I'm figuring this has got to be mine.
Mm.
Which
Hope
is
it's yours.
So
And
hopefully it's yours.
that's a sticker, is he?
Yeah, it's a big giant sticker.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So.
If only it was an original.
Oh, it's signed.
Yeah, but signed and original are
Yeah, I could sign a poster too, buddy.
about 1 comma and 5 digits difference.
Yeah, but it is signed. It's 82 of 350.
What artist is this, Rob?
Todd Beats.
Yeah, I seen that one.
That looks great, Rob.
I got the COA right there. It's also signed.
Say, Dave.
Todd Beats is actually doing an auction on Sunday where he's doing sketch covers and he's starting them all at $1. And every 5, and it'll keep going. Keeps going for 5 minutes after somebody places a bid. But if the bids stop at $5, and nobody else is bidding more, then somebody's getting that sketch cover for $5, and then you can.
No, Todd Beats is great, man. I've seen this.
Yeah, he did some great work.
Oh, crap!
He did a rhino. He did a rhino for me too. That was just amazing.
Paul Giamatti, Rhino.
No, classic.
No. Rhino to appear in Sony's upcoming Craven.
All right, I got a meeting, guys. I didn't realize that, but I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Work is the worst.
This is the first time I'm actually on time and signed in. And yeah, don't talk to me. Talk to the Argentinian, Kyle. Too busy for me. He's too busy.
I gotta talk to Iggy, man. I gotta get a chance to talk to Iggy, man.
He's too busy with his art career. I'm a big comic book artist. No, I can't do a show. I'm going to my friend's house to do some inking and art.
I thought he does everything digital.
No.
Digital inks.
Don't stop.
That is not digital. Woo!
An AI print.
I'm not gonna lie. I love his clean lines.
I love his dirty ones.
I like his dirty lines too, Mark.
Yeah, the work on those chains, the line work there looks great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my people. Love you. See you later.
All right, Nick.
Bye,
Bring back 2 nerd dads. I agree, Kyle.
I agree. Argentinian, get with it.
Nick, you can change your shirt now.
It's the 12th.
It's the 13th today, right? Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Happy Friday.
Friday the 13th. Here's a fun fact. My dad was born on Friday the 13th, and my mom was born on Halloween.
Wow.
So if there's a spawn of Satan out there, I got a good shot at it.
There you go. Just for you, Nick.
Fingers
Just for
crossed.
you, Mark. Right there for you, Mark. Rest in peace.
Friday the 13th, which means that my former employer, people are getting mass laid off today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's just every Friday the 13th they would do mass layoffs, and nobody caught it. I had been there long enough that I was noticing a pattern, and I mentioned it. Like, we got a new HR person came on, and I was joking, and I said, "Oh, so you guys are you getting ready for next week? Friday the 13th." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "There'll be mass layoffs," and she said, "Oh, no, there won't." I said, "It's happened like every year I've been here. Every year, every Friday the 13th, there's like 2 to 3 a year. There's layoffs." She's like, "Oh no, not on my watch. There's no way it's going to happen on Friday the 13th. That's ridiculous." And I said, "All right, whatever." Sure enough, that Friday the 13th come around, and she's having to deal with all these mass. Actually, that one was really bad. They actually had to they laid off so many people that they tried to secretly go around and tell everybody who they were keeping to leave and go home at lunch and not come back to work until the next day. And so only the people that were being laid off were still in the building. So that way, trying to manage. It was nuts. Oh, it was awful.
And on a Friday, so they have the rest of the weekend to maintain.
Yeah, so on a Friday, so the weekend they can cool off. They don't. But then we would, I was as a manager, I was still there, and it's like all of a sudden people get all their access to the systems get shut off at once, and they're all of a sudden, well, where's half the office, and why can't I access any of my systems now? All of a sudden they go, oh,
that sucks.
And then they're all sitting there just waiting for their turn, and it's like, God, it's like the most awkward thing ever.
Wow.
Why would I? I mean, I would just leave. Why would I wait?
Look, that's the day you call out. Like it's Friday the 13th. I think I'm calling out today. I'm not going. Like,
Y'all-
you can't
y'all-
fire
y'all have
me.
any- do y'all have any Friday the 13th rituals? Do y'all like to watch any certain scary movies or dive into the Friday
I
the 13th?
remember Saturday the
franchise?
14th being a movie, like a funny movie. I
Nah,
remember watching that.
I don't. Not.
I'm gonna watch Jason X, quintessential Friday the 13th film.
Oh, Saturday
Jason
the
in
14th, the
space.
morning after.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what you should see. Jason versus aliens in space.
in space.
That'd be great. And then just throw Freddy Krueger in there somewhere.
When the alien takes a nap.
When they dream. Yeah, exactly.
And then the alien goes inside Freddy Krueger's body, and Freddy's like, "This is nothing."
The aliens are the good guys.
That actually would be good if the aliens are the good guys.
I hope the aliens are the good guys. I mean, because if they're not, I think we're all kind of screwed.
So, madam,
Yeah.
what's that character you're creating? Is that supposed? Because I'm late to the game. Is that supposed to be Poison Ivy?
I wish it was. It kind of started with the thought of her being Poison Ivy until I learned, like, I guess I can't make it and call it Poison Ivy because some copyright shit that happened a lot. So,
So some weird hair fetish
Well,
thing going
that's
on.
why. That's why
it's a Eman, look at his hair.
it
It's just
becomes
someone
like
pulling someone's
Woman
hair.
of the Green.
Or
Right,
it could
I
be
was-
Medusa.
And I was sculpting yesterday online. I was asking people for suggestions for names. And so far I have Gaia, which is Mother Earth, Circes, Yavanna from Lord of the Rings, Lyra is one. And I'm trying to think of the other one that was good. Anyway, that's what I got so far.
I prefer Starfire.
Starfire. Isn't that
or Medusa?
Right?
What was that?
Isn't
No,
that
no. You could change one of the letters, and then it'll be something else. It'll be Starfire with a Y,
Oh, yeah.
and that changes everything.
Okay.
It's like Marks with that that swamp character.
Swamp
Swamp
Thing.
Thing.
Swamp Thing. You could have
Okay.
Starfire.
F-Y-R-E.
Yeah. There you go. Starfire, or you can just call it Starfire, and just
Well,
say it
I
like that.
was thinking of it as being like kind of a birth, a birth. But then I'm also thinking it's kind of like nature and mankind is kind of breaking away from nature, and therefore I think it's kind of like called like something like the rebel or the divergent or the
Great Divide.
nonconformist, something. The outcast. The outcast.
The Great Divide. Sorry.
Good morning, Caroline.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Caroline.
Good morning,
Caroline.
Izzy, Mr. Fat Stacks, Mr. Mad Spidey, and Mr. Circumstances, and Miss Madam.
Thank you.
Hope you all are doing well.
What happened to the NES headset? I like that one better.
I broke it.
What?
Broke it? I broke it?
Oh no!
So you see, I have this little thing called a Switch, and I had it in my dock, and I had this thing plugged in, and I got up, and the thing just snapped right off.
Oh man, I like that headset, but this one's good. This one works.
This is a Zelda one. So this is a Zelda, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. It's
We just call them green.
green.
Yeah, this is a green one.
It actually looks great to me.
It's a blue and gold one, but it's green. It
Oh,
got a
it's
green
green?
one. Yeah,
My screen showing up as green.
bro,
What
you
up,
may need
Chris?
some.
I think you might need a new screen.
Yeah, it looks dark green to me. Could be colorblind.
It could be a
Looks
calibration.
Bluish green to me.
Okay. Well,
It's
the
like-
controversy continues.
It's
Well,
like
let
a
me
dark
Make her big. Make
blue.
make
type.
Lady
We're gonna have to go-
Fantastic big
We're
so
gonna
I
have to go
can
with
see it.
turquoise to be safe.
What was our blue?
It's blue, all right,
Yeah,
but
it
like a
looks bluer now that
midnight
you're
blue with a gray top, and
Definitely don't look like standard Crayola blue though.
It's like a midnight like cobalt. blue.
yeah, and it's kind of like a bronze.
You guys are good with your descriptions.
Thank
yeah.
you.
It looks blue.
There was something. There was
Yours
something in
this
the
morning.
middle that was very distracting, but I couldn't figure it out.
This one? This one? The head? Yeah, man. I'm gonna get to go see Greg Petrie from the Santos Sisters tomorrow. They're having a Nashville Small Comics Press festival at the Vanderbilt Library. He's gonna be there. It's free. I'm getting my shit signed.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
You're gonna sign something that you wrote?
He's gonna sign something that I wrote and he drew when he wrote.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I saw that
Yeah.
on Wednesday. I was like, congratulations.
You know, it's like you can put an ad in, and I just, if you really care about something or you're like into something, like any of you guys are, you guys follow it, you support it, and that's basically what I did.
Definitely better than what Chris did.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, he had to write something on a comic book.
That guy.
Yeah.
The comic vet?
Yeah, the veterinarian. Yeah, the comic veterinarian.
The veterinarian. The ass doctor. So
I heard he's in Springfield, Ohio now.
I heard they're arming cats and dogs with Uzis and shit there because it's a war zone. So even though they don't have opposable thumbs, I've heard they're packing. So do you think you're gonna eat them easy?
They're spreading their rabies around.
I don't know if it's the animals or those wild immigrants that are frothing at the mouth. Sorry.
Eating the dogs.
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
They're eating the cats.
Hide your cats, hide your dogs.
I was, I'm not getting into political, but I was watching it, and it was so funny because my wife walked into the room the minute he was saying that. So she's like, "What the hell just happened?" Like nothing, but this is awesome. So,
dude, I loved it so much. It was amazing.
Can you imagine if Richard Nixon? They're eating the cats and the dogs. It's just like,
with Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Well,
We're expecting like a Sweeney Todd shop to pop up in Ohio.
Sweeney Todd? Yeah, there you go.
Is SNL coming back yet? Because I'm dying to see that debate on SNL.
Who?
Oh, who's gonna play Kamala? I think
It's Maya Rudolph. It's Maya Rudolph. They already made that official.
And who do we got as Trump?
I think they got that
Alec
same guy.
Baldwin was Trump, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's still kind of
a few people can do Trump pretty well.
Not in trouble. It's just that they're with all that happened with him. Daryl Hammond was pretty good.
He was great at everything. I miss that man.
Yeah,
he was a
pretty
treasure. We lost a great talent when we lost him.
Daryl Hammond's still alive.
Yeah,
it was Phil Hartman.
I'm like, Daryl Hammond.
What did he die? What did he die?
It must not have been that great.
How
Must not have been that great.
Yeah, sorry, Phil Hartman. Yeah, I was.
No, Phil Hartman never got a chance to do Trump. He was Clinton.
He was Clinton. You're right.
And he was shot by his wife.
He was. He was.
Was that horrible?
It was. There were drugs and guns.
Jesus, that was so sad.
It was pretty tragic. Yeah. Is John Lovett still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Why are you killing people?
It's just like everything I love. I don't know.
But John Lovitz did a great Dukakis. If you remember his Dukakis.
Lovitz is hilarious, dude. Yeah. I really like him. I wish I could see him in some stuff because
we were watching a few weeks ago. We were watching The Wedding Singer.
Yeah,
he's like the
shake
other
and a move like this.
Yeah, yeah. Freaking mama. Oh, he was great in that movie.
Man, he was funny in Rat Race. Do you remember that movie?
I do. That was an old one.
That's a movie that I should watch, right?
Mm-hmm. It's cute. It's a remake of an old comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called Wacky Races, isn't it?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Sounds like a Florida story. I'm in. There are lots of stories in Florida that are interesting, like bath salts eating your face off on bath salts. Yeah, I've seen some videos from Florida. Like a guy had a gator that he like pet just like the dog. The gator would come out and he would feed him out of the pond.
Pat him on the head.
Yes,
you're a good boy.
that's a good dog. And it's
Yeah,
like,
good dog. And his buddy who was
His name's
obviously
Spot.
visiting was videoing it. He's like,
yeah.
no, I thought you would bring me out here to see a fucking dog. He just couldn't believe what he was seeing.
So
It
the
just
guy,
be-
He's back.
so the guy they currently have playing Trump is gonna play Trump, James Austin Johnson.
okay.
So
Interesting.
he's gonna play Trump again. He was okay.
I thought Melissa McCarthy was hilarious as the
Did she play Trump?
Oh no, she
press secretary.
the press center, and she just kept moving the podium.
I mean, that was just so. I'm forever gonna remember that because it was so funny.
Who did she play? Sarah Huckabee? What did she? who
No,
was
she played one of the was it the secretary?
Sean Spicer or something. Was it?
Yes, it was Spicer.
Yeah, and
Sean
she
Spicer.
played-
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen that? Go back and watch.
I
it.
know
It's
which
worth
one
it.
you're talking
So
about.
good.
Best president impersonators lately: Shane Gillis as Donald Trump and Adam McRae as
Yeah, Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Adam McRae's great. Jim Carrey was a good Biden.
There's a chick that does Kamala. Her name's Eileen Reese, and she's pretty funny. She can kill the laugh, and she goes, "Okay." Just
No,
like
but what's her name does it best though? Isn't her name? What's her name?
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna
How
come
does
back.
she do
for
it?
that.
She's
And
I'm
she's
not sure.
hilarious on her own right.
But she looks like her too.
I like my favorite Maya Rudolph character is her Beyonce on Hot Ones.
Did you see the Maya Rudolph, and they did the ABBA Christmas special, the ABBA Christmas album? Oh my god, it was so funny. Ba la la la, ba la li la la la. Sorry.
Clip that, and you are now a super chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Holy
Ba la li la,
Well, you gotta zoom. You gotta blow her
ba
up
la
first.
li la la la, ba
Nick, you didn't
la.
change your shirt.
It's just like
Nick, you didn't change your shirt.
Did I change my shirt?
I said you didn't change your shirt.
No. I only change that when I get Titanic AOKs.
When you get what?
You got nicked. You got nicked.
So I've never seen this movie, okay?
You still haven't seen it?
No.
He
Titanic?
knows how it ends.
You know what?
No.
God, it's so good.
The ship sinks.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what happens.
I heard there was a sequel.
I'm gonna tell you
Mark is just sitting back and letting this marinate. No, I've never had any desire to watch the movie.
You know
I've been to the Titanic Museum
Oh.
in Branson, Missouri, because of course that's where my family wanted to go. And the guys have been mercilessly
inland place
mocking me.
possible.
Research. That's what that
Yeah.
was.
So
They've been since then. So
After it's all said and done, they'll tell you, "Hey, can we go on a cruise now?"
If you're lucky enough, you might say the blanket he's got too.
Nick, if you watch the Titanic, there's one thing that is guaranteed to happen,
Mm.
and it's that your heart will go on.
see that can never supplant my favorite Celine Dion song. though.
Well,
might
it's the
have-
best.
you might
It's the
fall
best
asleep.
3-hour James Cameron movie.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh,
How long
that'd
was
be
The
my
Abyss?
word.
It was pretty.
The Abyss is not long.
It
seeing
wasn't 3 hours.
seeing
No,
the accurate
there's a director's cut and everything. It's about 20 minutes longer.
recreation of the Titanic was a feat. I thought that was
Leg
really
workouts.
I mean, it was so
Dangerous.
impressive when it came out.
And this is the thing, and this leg workout thing is also pervaded for quite a long time, right? I was watching the
They're
the
mean to him
Easton
about leg day.
the Easton hit and run in the mix yesterday, and my legs were there. And DJ, no matter what the weather is, he's always wearing pants. 90% of the time, he's always wearing pants.
As opposed to not wearing pants?
Even when he's doing the horizontal mamba.
The Abyss is 140 minutes, and then the special
Titanic.
edition is 171 minutes.
Oh, so 9 minutes short.
Couldn't do it.
I always show my legs, and I get mocked for it. DJ never shows his legs, and nothing's ever said.
But basketballers
Yeah,
don't have
not
thick
showing
legs.
your legs.
I like genetics. I have very thin wrists and I'm proportionate. But it's gotten so bad where I asked my wife, I said, honey, I mean, are my legs look really skinny? And she's going,
They can really get to you, can't they? It's just
they can. Sometimes they can. No, people close to me can get to me. Otherwise, I don't really.
They're basketball
exactly
legs.
who's getting to me.
Everyone has their insecurities.
Basketballers don't have thick legs, so
That's good
They got to be
news,
able to run
Nick, 'cause
fast.
if just random casual people could get to you, we'd probably have to confiscate your shoelaces.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Nick?
6'7".
No, I'm
And a quarter.
5'11", 5'11 and a half.
And he's all shins.
He said 5'11 and a half.
I know
He's
he's that half-inch man.
That half inch matters.
Where are the calves, bro?
That's what she said.
Where are
That's
the
right, Rob.
calves?
Wow, look at how clean those legs are, though. Too.
Yeah, I'm not a
Look at that. Somebody nears.
I'm not a hairy guy. Why are we talking about me?
You started talking about yourself, so get those legs out. Show those
Nick,
legs
do you go
again.
swimming? Do you swim in the pool often?
Puts his legs on camera. Why are we talking about me?
Well, look at my beard.
Do the
Were you
stroke.
nominated for best beard, Nick?
No, I'm not even close.
The gray,
Not
the
even
gray was
close.
an automatic disqualifier.
Not even close. But I wanted to be nominated for best hands.
But you
Aw.
fell the fingers.
Oh.
You fell the
What
fingers.
do you got,
Qualified
Nick?
by half.
If Nick
What-
would shave just the gray part of his beard out and leave the rest, he would definitely make best facial hair next year.
No, because I know the minute the Just for Men comes out, forget about
No,
that.
you shave that gray part out and you call the design the bridge to Terabithia. up and over.
And he needs and then add a little black dye to the rest of it. So it's like overdone black. Over black.
Like, who's
Best
ready to
weekly
ride that
fans.
iceberg?
Yeah, I quickly remember why there's been a long hiatus from the Friday morning show.
Or you could bleach it blonde like Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Pesty.
I've blonde hair before.
All the ladies will be after you.
legs. He knows how to use them.
I just love
Oh,
it
what up,
when,
CJ?
when they just
CJ's
pop
here.
up.
What up, CJ?
Hey, CJ.
What up, CJ?
And no, we are not live.
Not definitely not live.
Nick's legs are just bone wrapped in brown packing tape.
Except they're full white.
Yeah, I'm surprised he used brown.
I was like, brown. Where's he getting brown from?
Full white.
Well, it's the joys of being a Puerto Rican Italian. So
Which side is Puerto Rican?
The
Father's
legs.
son.
What
Oh.
side?
I was like, the
Lady
legs.
F,
That's what I was waiting to hear.
Lady F.
See,
What?
Lady F knew
I've
what
got
I was
friends
going
that are
with.
Puerto Rican. They're not hairy.
Well, I'm 100% Puerto Rican, so
Are you hairy on the legs?
Yeah.
Oh God,
We don't-
everybody's showing their damn legs.
No, not everybody.
I got legs.
I believe you.
And you know how to use
How much
them.
hair's on your legs?
Guys, I have legs. I promise.
There's hair on them too.
That's a hairy beast.
I have
He's got
no
skin.
legs.
Legs and they reach to the
I have
ground.
really
no
that
legs.
hairy? They're
And
just
when
a-
I move them,
you know, they're not
have no
Wolverine
legs.
level hairy, but you know, they're fine.
I got hair on my legs.
I got nice feet, though.
But
I
they're
will admit that my feet are nice.
Strawberry
Have
blonde.
you thought about modeling, foot modeling?
Yeah, I thought about
That's
it. but
how
I
he
was like,
knows it.
nah.
That's how he knows that they're nice. He makes a lot of money on OnlyFans with them.
Yeah, only feet.
Perry or Mark Perry has a request.
You never seen the Quentin Tarantino movies? This guy right here.
I don't want to bend.
Nah, let's see them toes.
No. You got to pay
If
for
anybody shows their toes, I'm leaving. Just
I got it.
if you want me to leave, go ahead. All
Now
right,
we found how to do it.
Marcus is
y'all.
like, I'm out.
Hey, those are not bad.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Don't you know when everybody does that, if the bottom of their feet are usually dirty?
Well, you walk on them.
No.
Unless you wear sandals.
You know what?
Yes.
Even your sandals can rub stuff off on them.
Well, that is true. We got Mark. Mark is the sandal king, so I'm sure.
If it's that
Well,
easy
like
to get
I-
rid of Marcus, is all you have to do is show a foot.
Yeah, maybe.
That's how you get. That's how you get some hits.
Just
Well, it's
get
like
a foot sign and just
You know,
hold
my-
up your foot. And he's like, I'm
my
out.
my sandals are black, so they end up eventually transferring.
Black to the foot.
Yeah,
I prefer
but
to
you
not
wash,
wear
but then you
pink
wash,
socks
and
or
then
anything
before
at
you go to
all.
bed, and then they're clean for a bit until I put the
Again.
sandals back on the next day and walk
Which I
around
fi-
in them all day.
I find it very funny that it's easy to get rid of Marcus because we've all seen him in his briefs.
Thrusting.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen him in his briefs one time. Any other time that video has
you
been
need.
played, I've
all you
closed
need.
my eyes. There's just too much eye contact in that video.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were falling in love or something?
No, I fell in love the first time I met him.
Oh, okay.
I always call him a tall drink of water.
And maybe that video made you fall in lust or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is it better to fall in lust than to fall in love?
It depends on what your end game is.
Ah, good answer.
She
That is a
called
good
it.
answer.
She called it an end game.
Do you want love or do you want to get laid? I mean, come on, they're different.
On your left.
These things are not the same.
On
They're
your,
not the
on
same.
your left.
It can be, but usually not.
They can overlap. They can share a Venn diagram, but they
That's
can
right.
also be completely different. There can be your fuck circle and there can be your love circle. There could be some. This is
I
what
can
you
see
want.
Lady F in the bedroom going, "Get this man a shield."
Your love circle fucks with people that you love to fuck, but then there's the people that you
That you-
fucking love.
That you fucking love.
There you go.
Hopefully, find both of those in one person.
That's the ultimate end goal. But
Yes.
usually the resolution sometimes it takes a minute. Usually they're different people, and then when you'll find that one, and you're like, oh, all the criteria. I'm gonna put a ring on that one.
I just saw an image of Nicolas Cage. He's playing John Madden in a biopic.
That is the weirdest casting.
That guy does like
And he-
3 movies a year.
He'll do everything. I mean, I'm not saying Nick Cage is bad because I think,
I got it posted here. You got to see the image. It's
Even
it's
Las
insane.
Vegas, he was amazing.
and in
Look at that. Let me see if I can zoom this in.
Raising Arizona, he was hilarious.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I
Oh, I
saw
love
that
that.
out.
Raising Arizona too, that's fine.
Moonstruck,
Wow.
he was hilarious with
Hope
white
he's not-
hair.
I hope he's not playing Spider-Man Noir at the same time.
But I'm assuming that's a suit because they
Yeah.
even got the hands.
Yeah,
Look at
It
the
look-
hands.
he looks suited.
Yeah, I think at his age, that's got to be a suit.
Yeah,
That's a lot of weight to put on for play a role.
Oh, look, you see, all they
Yeah,
needed was
that's
me right
amazing.
here. This is all me. Nicolas Cage, me.
is he? And then what about the little Puerto Rican legs?
It's been covered up, but those are definitely my shorts,
Okay.
and I wear my case in the side like that.
Anybody going to see Transformers this week?
Saw it already. It's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
No.
Is this our first Peter Cullen-less Transformers movie?
Actually, no. Maybe theatrical movie, yes, but not the first Peter Cullen.
You take to go to bed, Matt Spidey?
No, I'm actually not working tomorrow. This is
Oh.
only my second Saturday off in like 8 weeks.
Yay.
Nice.
What are you going to do?
It's been staying up late.
Cool.
Stay up a little late. but I got a lot
Find
of-
someone's dog and have a barbecue.
I heard they're on
Oh,
sale in
really?
Springfield.
Man,
Spidey, you're going to tell me there's not one single art piece that you can sell and come to Heroes Con next year?
No, I don't sell anything.
Why don't we do a
What do you draw- what do
GoFundMe?
you- what
How
do you
about
draw?
instead of selling, you trade it for money?
We'll
Semantics.
GoFundMe.
Man, Spidey, I didn't know you're an artist. Or what do you draw?
Oh no! All my original art that I own.
he does modeling.
Okay.
Here's what you do: you find Dave, you beat him up, you take his ticket, you take his passport, and then you come to Heroes Con.
Yeah, I don't think I'd pass for Dave because he's a good like foot taller than me.
All right. So, how many pieces of art would you say? How big is your collection?
Maybe 200 pieces, maybe 300.
And how many are on display? I don't. How often do you look at 200 or 300 pieces of art?
I look through the folders all the time because when I do my artist series, I've got to pick what's next.
But then you pick one, dust it off, fold it back up, put it back in, and put it away.
Isn't that what you guys do with your comics?
Yeah, but I'm
Touche.
not. Yeah, I'm not against selling
There you
my
go.
comics either.
This is what we do with our comics. They go to these things.
It's the same with my statues. They're all not on display either.
I don't understand it.
Because I live with the folks and it's not my house and I have no room to display anywhere.
Okay. And you're not willing to give up one of those things you look at once every 10 years?
Nick
to
is trying to buy
an-
something, it sounds like.
to have an amazing weekend?
I'd need to sell quite a lot to have an amazing weekend.
No, not at all.
Okay, what would be the
That's not
cost
true.
for a
It's a cheap
flight? What's the cost of a flight?
It's not the flight; it's everything else.
Like what? The hotel can't be that expensive. The hotel's really not that expensive.
I've said, and everybody's going to say this is an excuse, but I'm going to stick to my guns. If I'm going to do it once, I'm going to go big or go home. That's basically it. So I have to have some real spending money. I'm not going to go over there with $500. I'm going to have to go over there with real spending money.
Okay, so what does that mean? You're gonna come here and buy an AF-15?
I wouldn't. I'd like to have that kind of money, but I probably wouldn't. No, I'd like to come over and buy a number one. That's still what, 6, 7, 8 grand US.
Depends on your grade. Depends on the grade you want.
Get the record.
No.
Just a complete raw one would be fine for me. But
Any condition, a complete raw one?
yeah, complete raw one. So maybe I don't know,
3.
5, 6 grand, maybe.
Let's see.
Right, I wouldn't think it'd be that cheap.
No, 3 US.
All right.
Yeah, even still, I didn't think it was even that.
For the ASM1 raw.
Man, Spidey, have you thought about maybe creating
Low
a
grade,
GoFundMe for your trip?
Creating a what?
A GoFundMe for your trip.
That's what I said.
Hey, where are you leaving from in Australia? Sydney,
Melbourne.
Brisbane,
About 3,000
Melbourne?
for a one.
And mind you, I hate your guts. And I don't care if you ever come.
Oh, thanks.
But if you do, he'll put out.
Whoa.
That's what I do for all.
He'll let you see the feet.
That's what I do for all the Australians.
I just see the feet.
All right. So from Melbourne to Charlotte, anywhere from $1,300 to $1,900.
Whoo!
Well, that's come down since the last time I looked.
Well, that's right now. I mean, tomorrow or later on today, it could be double.
Oh, yeah, anything could
No,
change.
but you got to put the date of the date of the convention.
Yeah,
Like
sometimes you
Thursday.
can't get
How
that
much is
far out.
a ticket? 2,000.
No, hold on. All right.
Last time I looked,
Because I was doing this for
the
myself.
Return flights was about 2.5 to 2.8. That's Australian though, so that'd be
Yeah.
about
So
about
try-
1,800-1,900
Two.
roughly US.
Yeah, so you got to figure that from US dollar standpoint, between the airfare and then your hotel accommodations alone, it's almost $3,000. And then he's got to have food, and he's got to have spending walking around money and everything else. So he needs to have anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000.
$5,000, like Rob says, to have all of your essentials covered. And then
Or if you want to have fat stacks walking around money, then you're talking.
No.
Or if you want DJ Links,
No.
That's a little too much money. Actually,
We're
you can
talking.
sell Australia.
Yeah, we're talking realistic, not monopoly money.
Prostitution.
I'd need
Russ-
put it this way.
Russ-
If I was going to do it, spending money would have to be at least close to $10,000.
Wow,
but-
that's
But
ridiculous.
you still. So you talking $15,000 total, or we talking $10,000 total?
With everything inclusive, probably 15 inclusive.
All right.
Wow, you're really gonna go big.
Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing: you could also do. You don't have to do a flight to Charlotte. You could do a flight to one of the major ports and then drive the rest.
Well, it
And
doesn't
that might
matter.
actually be a little
That's not.
less.
You
That's
make your
not.
life really miserable.
It's not going to save anything
Mhm.
in the grand scheme of things of significance, is he? Because
Mm.
the cost of
is
the
it-
car, parking, fuel, all those
Yeah.
other things you add up versus
Yeah,
where
this
you really
direct flight.
flying into. He's flying so far. He's it's not.
If you're on a 23-hour flight already, the last thing I would want to do is drive another 4.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, Lady F said it right there. You can get your OnlyFans going. Start posting those feet
Yeah, there
pics.
you go.
Spiny.
Nobody wants to look at my feet. Trust me.
Put
Ooh,
feet next to
You go-
figurines.
Whatever
Put the-
hole they want to see.
Feet and
Put the feet-
figures.
The feet with the figurines, and then use the cigarette and smoke with your toes.
Hey, there he is, Digger Jim.
And I guarantee you'll get people to buy.
I'm here to say that Nick looks fabulous. Y'all can all, I'll help you out, Nick. At least, when his beard grows out, he doesn't look like, DJ Alacalada, like some people do.
I wonder who you're
Yeah.
referring to.
I went to the barber yesterday.
I don't
just for
know.
you.
I'm not sure you're referring
Yeah,
to
look
another
kind-
New Yorker.
Not a little New York.
Where's
Oh, maybe
Louis?
maybe
I
it
ain't
is a
gonna lie,
little New
look,
Yorker.
look.
Maybe it is a little New Yorker.
The biggest New Yorker.
I don't know about that.
So
It's hard for me to believe that you absolutely need every single one of those 200 to 300 art pieces.
Still trying to get him to sell them.
My cat is like,
Never have and never sold and never will.
Never
All right,
say
so let
never.
me ask you this
you
question.
have
You,
flying issues?
Go what?
Like you don't like to fly, right? Didn't you say you don't like to fly
No,
or
I've-
something like that?
No.
The Fly's
I've never
a
been
fun
on a
movie.
long. I've never been on a long flight before, but I'm not afraid of it. No.
Oh,
The
I thought I
longest
heard
flight
you
I've been
one
on
time
is like
say-
3 hours.
Maybe it was.
All right.
Maybe it was. I thought you said you used to like. Maybe it was Becca. I was thinking you said takes like
No,
Ambien or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Bex.
Like Mr. T, you
Next
gotta
time
drug
gotta
yourself
take
to
a
get on a
tablet.
plane.
She's got to get an injection before she leaves, and then one when she gets down.
That's
'cause
what
she's
it
got
was.
the mutant blood.
anemia.
Right.
No, it's some really long
Sickle cell?
ass bloody,
Oh,
some
okay.
really long ass
Whatever.
name I can't pronounce.
Got it.
But she's been overseas. Like even she went to the UK, but probably just prior to COVID. So she can do it. Okay, that's fine. She's just got to
Right.
have those injections and shit. So
so
Yeah.
Spidey, let's
I mean,
delve a little further into this, Spidey.
I've had this for the last 3 years from Mark. So why
Okay,
not?
yeah, because Mark always makes sense. You and Beck have kids?
No,
You plan on having kids?
no.
So where is all this art going?
In his casket when he dies.
Nick wants you to will it to him.
That's got to be a big ass casket.
Don't care.
TBG.
You know where it's gonna
The
go.
question
It's gonna
is
go
does he
into one of
have?
those
I
sales.
mean, it's the same thing that it's like anything else. It takes effort, and then you have to find a somebody that will be willing to buy it for a price that's
Jim, yeah, I mean, I understand the time and believe me, most than people on this panel. I understand what the pain in the ass.
no
sounds
doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
But whatever, Spidey. Don't come.
That's all right. Give up like everybody else does.
All that. Just
Go
forget it.
fuck
Don't even bother.
yourself. All right. I mean, I can only make so much sense. You know what I mean?
Hey, Digger, you gonna be there next week, Baltimore?
I am not. I am.
Ah,
not.
man, I was looking forward to
what?
seeing you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm going. I'm leaving here probably in like 20 minutes or so to go hang out with Naman, and then the following week is Baltimore. I'm not gonna go to that, but my wife wanted to do a little getaway, so we're gonna go up to.
We know who the boss is.
Pittsburgh.
And
Yeah, but let me be clear, Nick. This is what she said.
Uh-oh.
When she was looking at things to do, she said, and I want you to know, I already scoped out all the comic shops for you to see where we could go.
I knew that was
And you're not gonna go to any one of them.
Love.
Hell yeah,
I
we
was
will.
just about to ask you. It was a finance problem, Jim, and if you had anything you might want to sell, if any coins you can part with.
Jim,
No,
that
no,
woman
no.
loves your ass.
Why would
Yeah.
you sell the coins? Just use
Keeper.
them to solve the finance.
Right. Why would I sell the coin? I'd just be like,
Right,
here,
just take them and go pay for something.
put the
If you
money
got
in
a
there.
woman,
Yeah.
if you got a woman that's willing to scope out cities for shops for you, you have got a classy
Oh, no doubt.
broad.
No doubt.
Yeah.
There it is.
Lady F, I think you
What up,
and
Justin?
her would hit it off so well.
We
You have
probably
the
would.
same
Justin.
same mentality. I mean, how can I've said this before.
Brilliance doesn't get higher than this.
I think both of you guys are very, very similar in your thought process on things.
So we're bitches, as you're saying.
Especially when you were talking a
Wow.
few minutes at a time about that whole love versus lust thing. I was like, oh my God, that sounds just like Sarah.
I mean,
Sounds like my relationship with Justin Birch.
Yes.
nothing
How are
but
you,
lust,
Justin?
dripping with lust.
And I'm sad because I'm gonna miss Justin and he's gonna be there and I just
Oh well, Justin's
How
gonna be
did
there.
you-
I'm not gonna make it,
Why's that
man. I'm not
working?
gonna
Me being
make
there
it.
doesn't mean
Not
anything. Sorry.
Work.
No, Izzy, I had plans. I was,
There
you
it is.
know, I had plans to give you some blanks and all this other stuff.
E-Man
But
showed me how to do it like that.
that's stupid money thing. It always gets in the way.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I'll be there on Saturday.
Come
It'll
on.
be my birthday, so I'll be
Why
happy.
isn't it working? It's not working yet.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy early
birthday.
birthday.
Yep, thank you.
I think that's a great birthday gift. You'll have fun.
Oh, I've been to the last 3.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what
With
it's
Justin, right? Remember Justin? We were at the award ceremony. It was fun.
No, I don't remember the award ceremony because I didn't win.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But the bar
Generally
was
how it
fun.
goes.
Ringo Award nominee.
Always the nominee.
Hey, Sop Squash.
Justin Lucci. Justin
Is Whack
Lucci.
Comics still on here?
Who?
Whack Comics? I thought they were on here before.
Well, I did see him comment, Lee.
He was in the chat.
somewhere. He's still here. Let me know. I want to.
Okay.
Spidey, all I'm saying is sell some stuff, come for the weekend, and on your deathbed, you will gladly remember those days spent.
Nick, all he's saying is no.
Hold on. And what's your excuse, Lady F?
My excuse is I'm coming to Heroes next year, bitch. Get off my balls, okay?
Put in your place.
Listen,
Why you gotta call me? Why you gotta call me a bitch? I mean,
You're not a bitch. You're a
guys are
gentleman.
already picking on me
Lady,
today.
So-
Because,
I've got something for you, actually. I've got something with your name on it. I've got something with your name.
Mm-mm.
my
Oh.
hairless, thin legs already.
No, you don't even know. You don't even know how fucking nice I am. I'm a bitch, but I can be nice, but I'm not gonna tell you.
She'll spit on him first.
Evil guys.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
I'll
it
spit on it
was fun. I'm gonna head on out. I gotta do some stuff here, but it was fun hanging out with you guys for a little bit.
Excuses.
Bye,
Good job,
Izzy.
Nikki.
Love you
All
guys.
right. Bye,
Guys,
Izzy.
yeah.
That is.
My first plan, Lady F, was to try to figure out a way to get down to like your area to like I was
Nashville?
like, can we do like a weekend getaway where we, but then I was like, man, then we got to get on the plane. She's not going to drive that far. I was like, this sucks. And she was like, no, I'm not going down there. It's not a weekend getaway place. I need like several more days. And I was like,
Nashville's not a weekend getaway place. She wants several more days for Nashville. Is that what you want?
well,
What you guys need to do is
just
you need to
because
pick
y'all
a night
have
show.
dope comic, y'all have dope comic shops.
We do, and we have dope shows like music. They got a lot of good music. And
Well, she's not really a country music person though.
I'm not talking about country music. Do I look
That's
like
right.
all I do is listen to country?
Yeah,
It's a
Nashville's a
simple
hot spot.
music city. Okay, you're right. All I do is listen to Billy Ray Cyrus's best
You
hit.
asked us if that's what you look like. That's what I'm saying you look like to me.
You should see the mullet in the back. How much of a party I am. There's a lot of good
Yeah.
music going on there.
Yeah, Nashville's
Yes, CJ, I am going to see him. And like, I got to get off in a little bit because
I saw Naman on. He was streaming with Otaku and Jeff and Christy, who did Demon Bitch. I can't remember Christy's last name, but she's really cool. She's part of the Asian American Appreciation Month.
Right.
I'm glad to see
I just
Naman.
want to check on him.
Yeah, he's such a good.
He came on my stream like a couple.
Oh, did he?
Couple days ago. Yeah.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's back and squeeze the
Squeeze
worm.
the wormy cheeks.
I like how CJ
don't
calls
know.
him the worm. Calls him
CJ,
the worm.
CJ, you need to go give the
He does
worm
call him the worm.
some worming. You need to go worm the worm a little bit because he does need his
So.
CJ. I feel like you guys are a good elixir. It's like peanut butter and jelly
Mm,
on the perfect absurd sandwich.
gotta be
Christy
soft.
Shin, throw rocks at
Soft.
Demon Bitch. I like Christy a lot.
Yeah.
I actually bought the Demon Bitch, the Kickstarter. It's cute. But thank you, AR. Anyways, yeah.
So
Well-
I have to talk to Pocan Joe about this. He'd like this. Saturday,
Pocan's a cool dude, too.
I'm taking Sarah's selling one of her pieces of jewelry things that she has down in the basement, tools that she doesn't need anymore.
Jose.
And
See
she
how that
sold it
works?
to this guy that it's called Baltimore Knives and Blades. And dude, y'all should check his YouTube out. He makes they made the dark saber, and I'm like, this is cool. I was like, I can't believe that we're gonna get to meet this guy. This is pretty neat. We'll see if we maybe we'll do lunch. I always like meeting people like that.
CJ, it's like Harold and Maude. Sorry. It's that reference. Right.
I was thinking of The Odd Couple, but yeah.
You know what? There are a lot of different examples in history. Laurel
That's
and
what
Marty.
that's what I'm getting.
Oh, who? You're giving that to Naman?
Yeah.
That's like a Silver Age, Bronze Age appearance of Fing Fang Foom. That's the second or third.
Yeah, second and third.
Oh, yeah, Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah.
And did you know
look,
that
I got these from Mon, and I bought these off of Mon, and I don't really, they don't have to be in my collection.
you know who drew the one with the lizard, the Fin Fang Foom on the cover? You know who drew that one? You know who drew that one?
Who?
Larry
I can-
Lieber. Stanley's brother.
Who?
Larry
All right.
Lieber.
Billy Lee.
Billy Lee. Yeah. Billy Lee.
Billy Lee.
Yeah.
Sounds like an old Western.
Larry Lieber.
Larry Lieber. All right. Well, Naman's getting them.
Because
So.
Stan Lee's last name was Lieberman.
So they're going by 3 different iterations: Lee, Lieber, and Lieberman.
I believe so.
It's a freaking goddamn lawyer.
Dewey Cheatham and how?
Maybe it was just a Stanley Lieber.
Lieberman.
Stanley Lieber.
I'm Daryl. This is my brother Daryl.
That's my brother
That's
Daryl.
nice,
Older brother
man.
Daryl. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was great.
What's the one with the redheads? O'Doyle rules.
Yeah.
That was Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stan Lee's brother, Jet Li. That's right.
Jet Li.
Ang Lee.
Madam, that circle is coming together.
Thank you.
That was a classic Remy sketch.
I love it.
You want to make me big mark for a second?
The Secret Wars, signed by Stan Lee, signed by Bruce Lee, by
Oh, that's all right.
Looks amazing.
Jet Li.
Mark, make me big for a second. I'll show off the sculpture.
feedback.
Classic.
Yeah, I really love the Christie. She's got a great personality. Doesn't she?
Nice.
So I'm working on this. I'm going to put some grapes in here, I think. Some grapes and leaves.
Yeah. Okay.
Real
Okay.
ones? Stick some real.
How do you get him to stay on like that though?
What do you
Is
mean?
that
It's wire.
I'm like
Jim.
it'll
You not see
as
the
far as
wire?
you'll fire it in there?
Oh my
It'll
Lord.
stay on after you fire it up or whatever.
It's got
No,
wires,
there's
bro.
There's an armature inside of this I made first. See this hole here? This
Gotcha.
hole goes all the way up, and then I have wire going all the way around.
Okay.
And so I just put it on top of it. I just sculpt around the wire.
Not
Okay.
not that I look at things like this, but those legs are way too thick.
No, they're actually
I'm kidding.
I like the voluptuousness though of the
yes.
as well.
She doesn't skip squat day like Nick.
It's proper.
You walked into that one, Nick.
I've decided to
Not
just
with
throw
those
all my
legs,
anatomy
Nick.
like out and just like concentrate on just anatomy. I think it's cool. You know?
Do
All
it.
right.
People doing
There's nothing wrong with that.
comic books
I
drawing,
love it.
Proper
I
proper
think it's great.
proportions just look weird to some guys.
Made me choke on my drink, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, it's like people like Frank Cho get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Frank Show.
Scott Campbell is like, "Hey, do you think women like that really exist?"
Y'all know, like the Rob Liefeld pose, and people like women don't stand like that. That they do. They do.
They do.
Does
CJ's got
anybody have a
the
good name for her?
You know what my thought is,
I know what you said, Giovanna.
or Daphne,
Daphne, that's right.
the sprite goddess of trees, the Greek sprite.
She turns into a tree, right?
Yes, she's a tree goddess.
I thought you would have come up with some sort of elven name.
Yavanna is elven, bruh.
There you go.
Doesn't sound elven. Yavanna?
It's one of the Valar.
Yavanna is elven, bro.
It is elven, bro. Check the books, bro.
Lady F is such a Chad.
I'm such a Chad.
Such a fucking Chad.
Lady F is
I
like
put
those
a-
Star Trek people that speak Klingon. I can speak some Elven.
Yeah,
Back up.
bro.
I put a little nest with eggs in it too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Little diphthongs.
Now, do you need a kiln for something like that, or does it just dry and harden on its own?
She bakes it.
This is not going to be baked ever.
I'll bake
It's only
you.
going to be molded because it's going to hopefully be bronze someday or resin.
And so, how do you bronze it? What's the
Okay,
bronze?
yes, I'll tell you. This is what happens. I make this, and then I take it to the foundry, and they make it in bronze for me. How do they do that? Well, I know.
What do foundries do? Like,
this is what they do. They make a mold of this out of rubber. And then after that, they put a plaster mold over it so the rubber mold holds together. They undo it. They take the wax out, and now I have a negative image of my artwork.
The space, an empty space.
So in that mold, then they pour wax into that mold. And then after the wax is in there, they pull it apart. Now you have a wax piece, just like this. And now you're going to sprue it up. I'm going to add little channels to it so that when the bronze flows into it, it's going to flow into every piece.
How do you sprue it?
You sprue it with wax, and you take a little soldering iron, and you just melt wax on top of it, and do wax channels coming up, so it looks real weird then.
I want to see that.
Then you
look
take
like
that
little
piece,
spike, right?
Yes. Then you
Yeah,
take that
it looks
piece
like-
and you put it in a slurry, which is like this wet kind of glass stuff that's not good to ingest or breathe. And you cover that and you coat that wax
And that
piece
smoothes
over and
it.
over again until it's dry. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you get to take that into a kiln and you melt out all the wax out of that shell. Now you have a negative inside the shell of this piece that's ready to receive bronze.
Okay, so with something like this, obviously somebody's buying this, right?
No.
You're just making this because it sounds like an expensive process. It sounds like an expensive. Okay.
She does a lot of private projects that she doesn't sell.
So Spidey, maybe you can get Madam to sponsor your trip to America.
Oh shit!
Madam's like, what? This is a charity? No.
I gotta worry about my own trip
like
first.
that.
You'll have me begging on the street corners soon.
If that was bronze, that thing would be a lot heavier. He wouldn't be like throwing it around like that.
Why haven't you started begging on the street corner yet?
That's what I'm saying. 2 years, 2-3
Don't you
years.
start
There.
too, JB. Come on.
I thought comics were expensive, homie. I mean, yeesh.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to get it to that stage of being bronze. I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah, and
But,
then after you pour the bronze in, you let it cool. Then you have to like hammer off the shell to
Right.
get the raw bronze out, and then you have to sandblast it to get every little piece off. And then it's ready to be patinaed, where you heat it up with a blowtorch and you spray chemicals on it, and that changes the color of the bronze to how you want it.
But now Paul asked a good question here. Can you reuse the mold again? Can you make more than one? That's where the money is, Nick. She makes like 50 of them, sells them for like 1,000 a piece. She's up 50 G's, and she can, sit at home and talk to us on YouTube. This is where her secret is. Because now we've gotten the hidden message here. Thank you, Paul.
Yes, the mold is good for about 50 to 100, depending on.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Now,
50
is
of
it-
them at 1,000 a piece. Psha.
Is it cost effective to have some of this stuff in your house? Are you able to have like a kiln in your house or a foundry, stuff like that?
I am not. I was going up to Sedona, 2 hours away, to use their foundry at first because they were very cheap. But you kind of get what you pay for with foundries.
Yeah.
And so they closed down after COVID, and I searched around. I found a foundry that I knew about in Phoenix called Bollinger Atelier, and they're a big foundry. They do really big pieces like for all around the world. And I've just been using them. They're an hour away, but they're more expensive for sure.
Did they do your
But
piece?
their quality of work is worth
What
it.
about that unveiling in Phoenix? Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they did your big
Really,
one.
you should just build a cave in the backyard because it's so damn hot in Arizona.
Yeah, you can probably just leave it outside in
You
Arizona.
build your own shit and it'll burn it up. And
If
take
I
care of
left this
that.
outside, it would melt because it's got like oil in it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
oil-based
I know.
clay. It's not normal clay.
It's a joke.
I'll,
Madam.
I'll stick to my bronze bow and statues.
See, for me, because I would want something that would melt aluminum, so I can pour the aluminum into all of the red ant mounds we have here in Texas.
They do that. Have you not seen that?
Oh no, I'm
That's why he wants to do it.
Pieces of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
I would eradicate all of those little fuckers.
That's awesome. And you also make beautiful
Don't
pieces.
fuck with the food chain.
And you got to
No.
see you get to see how intricate they are. Because
I love those videos.
Me too.
I don't, I love it when they, because then
Have
they
you
come
seen
back
them
and they
work?
pull it out, and it's just like, and if you flip it over, it kind of looks like a tree.
it looks like a honeycomb, like an underground honeycomb.
I love them because all of those ants die a horrible death.
I love that, but I also love the
Burn in hell.
Genocide.
Have the Brazilian fire ants there.
Moving from New York to Texas, that was one of the first things I knew because we don't have those in New York. So if I step on an anthill, it's not bad.
They're in Louisiana too, and they can kill small like livestock.
The first time I stepped in one, like my ankles were covered in these little bites for days, and I had to dip it. I had to dip my ankles in hot water. Just I stopped scratching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ever
Is that why
since
you got
then,
the skinny legs.
That's why they stayed skinny. It's because those ants sucked all
You
the
don't want him
vitality
here,
out.
Nick. You don't want him over here. See what he's
I
doing?
love
Leave
you,
him in
Nick. I love
Australia.
yeah, I can't. Jim. Normally, I would agree with you, but that's my source for Tim Tams and Halos Labs. So
Tams you can get locally.
I gotta deal with it.
It's his connect. It's his overseas connect for
His
Tim Tams.
plug, his Aussie plug.
He already knows he's not my favorite Australian. So
Man, these are getting heated.
Hmm.
Oh Lord.
Once the molds is made, it can be used to make multiple statues. Yes, and also this clay that I bought, it's like $150, almost $200 for a box of it. And but once they make the mold, they can give me back the clay and I can reuse it. So I'm going to be reusing this clay over and over and over.
Nice.
Here we go. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes here.
Potatoes.
I
Is
got
this
you.
some?
What
Is
do
this
You can't do
something?
that with comics, though, can you, madam? Tell them that. No.
What you got to do then is then you got to get a nice high res 3D scan done, so that way you can then sell so people can print them out themselves at home on 3D printers. You can sell the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good idea. But that's a one shot. That means you gotta, ask big money. Can't be saying $500.
What are you doing? Each person who wants to download the pattern, they get
Yeah,
then
sell it
they can make their
yourself,
own little fake bronze.
Oh, I thought you meant sell the whole. Yeah, I got you. Mhm.
Now, madam, was this something that's been with you since you're younger, or did you pick this up a little later?
I don't want to sound I don't want to sound conceited
Go ahead.
or anything, but here I go. I've just always been really good at art since I was little.
Nothing wrong with that.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be that way about it. I mean, some of us are talentless and can't even do tracing. I mean, come on.
Right. Preach. Stick figure master.
Nick tries to color in coloring books today, and he's still all over the place.
Outside
Rob,
the line.
Rob, honestly,
I hate coloring books. I have a thing against coloring books. I am so mad when I see a child with a coloring book.
That's right. So is Justin.
You are
That's how
taking away
Justin
their
decided to
imagination.
become a letterer. Was his he tried doing coloring books? He said, "Forget this. I'll just be a letterer instead."
So
What?
for Madam, didn't you say that like
True, all of it.
it was never like 2D for you. It was always I could take things and see the space and make I could carve things out like
Well, this is a story from my mom. I was 2 years old. I was in Montessori school, and we make little pinch pots in the clay. We take clay, you stick your thumb in it, and you pinch it, and you make these little pots, right? And my mom told me, Steph, your pinch pots were amazing. Like, she kept them, like pieces of, twisted clay that looked like nothing. But she knew that there was something special, I think. And I was just always in art classes. I always loved art. And I was always doing drawings. I would draw, I've drawn and painted. And then when I got to high school and it was time to go to college, I didn't know you have to pick, like if you want to specialize in sculpture or 2D. And I had no idea what to do because I like both. And so I asked my art professor
I gotta go.
at my high school. I'm like, what should I do? I'm like, which one am I better at? And he's like, sculpture. So.
Yeah, and Rob, Joe, like I've had this project that I was supposed to do for Mike Becker since the last C3, and I'm terrified to start it because my lack of talent in art.
You should use a grid then. Use a grid system.
You can trace your hand pretty well.
Just
sort of a compliment.
So when people at conventions, people ask how to break into comics, and the answer is you just make comics. So Nick, you just need to make art.
I don't think you break into art. I think you just start making art, like you said, and you start to gravitate to people that are in similar fields of where they are. And I think all artists look at each other differently and say, well, they're at this stage in their process, and this person's at this stage, which is a higher level because they've been doing it longer. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were talking about that the other night on Gary's show that, we had Dismay Comics on, and the artist he uses, Gary commented right away. He just said issue 1 or issue 3 looks totally different from issue 1. She's definitely advanced her skill level, and Brandon agreed. I mean, he was like, yeah. I mean, I think that's just part of being, your growth as an artist. You just keep doing and doing and doing it, and you can eventually get better.
You ask
now, some people
artist.
do.
You'll
according
ask
to Chris the Comic Vet.
Every day.
So according to Chris the Comic Vet, some people can regress, but it could also be a personal thing with their hands. They could lose a digit, like certain other people we know, right? Or arthritis.
I still have this full finger, Jim.
Yeah,
but
tendinitis and carpal tunnel.
If you didn't
signed up on that team,
I was pretty amazed. I was like, I watched the rewind of his stream the other day. I was like, oh my lord, he's having a conniption fit.
I gotta head out here, go to work. But before I do, I want to say one thing, just so once you guys see it, because I have spotted it, and now I can't unsee it. I'm just gonna say it right now, because of Jim's coloration of his mustache and goatee. Is wearing a little Hitler.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I don't know why it does that.
You're supposed to use the H word, Rob.
It just said little gray up here. It does look a little Hitlery, doesn't it?
It's right on brand.
If that was the only facial hair you had on, then that might not be good.
It used to be. Look, I used to have red streaks in my younger days that would come down through here and here. So it was really weird.
84 years.
All right. Well, maybe Jim can come help you with your ant problem then.
Yes.
Just exterminate them all for him.
Wow, that's got levels.
I think those holes out. No
Rob's gonna leave on that joke.
That's right. Jim's gonna take the train. He'll be right over. All right, I'm out of here.
Whoa.
Boo.
Wow.
Rob's fat sacks, everyone.
Yeah.
He's been holding those in for years.
Yeah. And he hit a different facet of the Holocaust. Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That was bad. Yes, I'm going to take off too because it's going to take me like an hour and something to get down to Nommans, and gotta fight over the Virginia. traffic. Y'all pray for me. That Northern Virginia traffic is no joke. Those people are crazy.
Well, Jim, tell Naman I said hi.
But yeah, we might go live. I don't know. We'll see what he says. We might go live and show books that if we go out and get some books. I definitely would go into lunch for sure. So I just don't want to overdo it. I don't know what his level of comfort is. So
I see Jim getting stuck in traffic and going 9999.
Okay.
Have a good time.
I said nothing but love, and this is what I get. Okay, bye guys.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Bye.
And then there were 5.
Another one.
And another one. Yeah, so I was watching the highlights or all the videos from Heroes Con 2 years ago.
You gotta be sad now.
No, I mean, especially when somebody else picked up an AF-15.
You're pointing at.
You pointed the wrong way.
Did he point at anybody to y'all?
No, because I have in
Okay.
StreamYard. You do your whatever the orientation is as if you're facing the screen.
You have your StreamYard backwards, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you gotta do it if I wanted to point the mic. You point the other way.
Nick, this is what you're doing. This guy right here.
Really?
You're pointing at nobody.
No, you gotta point the opposite way to where you want to point is where you gotta go.
Because I'll tell you, when I first started
he has his settings backwards where he's in mirror mode, where he doesn't realize he's the only person in mirror mode. Nobody watching or else on the panel is in mirror mode.
I have no problem with being by myself in this because I had a big trouble.
But for the sake of understanding, you're trying to point at Justin Birch, right?
I mean, he's the only other person on the bottom with me.
Point the other way real quick. I want to screenshot this.
There we go.
You're pointing at Justin Birch right now. Now, real quick.
Am I pointing at you right now?
No, you're pointing at Madam.
See, right now you're in the middle.
Yeah, but you're pointing at me.
Now look, you're pointing at Madam.
That's so weird.
I'm trying to tell you. Point at JB. Point at JB on your.
So that's Madam.
Now you're pointing at me.
See, on my screen, I'm pointing at Madam.
Well, watch here.
Right now, I'm pointing at Spidey right now.
Nope. Now you're pointing at Madam with the middle.
Yeah, you're pointing at Madam.
I take no offense.
Don't take that personally.
Despite what I know you got your screen set up for you, but for people watching, you're flicking Madam off.
Yeah.
He said, and he's still doing it. Still holding it. Still holding it. Yeah, I understand you got the mirror thing going. But back to Justin. What were you saying about
Spidey? And the whole lead up to that, he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna buy Spider-Man #1. Spider-Man #1. That's all I'm gonna buy. Well, and then he buys the AF-15 and the shit-eating grin that comes after that for the whole weekend.
Well,
so he even had the balls to sign my book, my signature book for the week, Justin Birch, AF-15.
Did you really, JB?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Sound like something you would do?
Well, I mean, like I've told the story before. Like, yeah, the goal was ASM1, but then like a month and a half before the show, Dustin was like, "Yeah, man, F ASM1. Let's get an AF-15." And I was like, "Yeah, let's get an AF-15."
No, it worked out in your favor.
I sold a lot of Hot Toys.
See, that's how it goes, Spidey.
Shut up.
Oh,
you did. It's in a word bubble. That's amazing.
I feel kind of bad about that now.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You still have the AF-15 though, right?
Yeah, I do.
There you go. The signature stands.
Yeah, my kids aren't old enough for college yet, so
yeah.
So Perry, there it is.
Just show your toes, Perry. Just show your toes. It'll be
Hey,
gone.
shit stirrer.
Now I'm super curious. How much art do you have, Spidey?
Don't you start.
Like when y'all were talking about like what do you plan on doing with it, kind of thing. Like
What's the
I don't
end
have
game?
any. I don't have any immediate plans for my collection, but like I know, like theoretically, what I would do with it if I'm
Amen.
like, yeah, or things that I would be willing to part with it for, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I've always, and I've said it a million times before, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever. But like, I've scrapped and saved and scrounged and worked and like really had done the hard yards to get what I have today, and that's mostly the reason why I will never part with any of it. Obviously, you know, if some like real dire circumstances happens, obviously that's a different story. But I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, at that point, it means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
All
it's
this means
family comes before all that sort of crap.
Yeah, and at that point, all that stuff becomes a blessing. It makes you able to do something for your family in those situations or yourself.
Yeah, and so that's why, because it's not easy buying stuff over here, getting stuff from overseas. Everything takes extra effort and extra money and all that sort of stuff. So that's part of the reason why I will not.
Have you ever
part with
thought
anything.
about like because of how hard it is to get everything and to have to, pull your bootstraps up and do what you got to do to get anything over there? You just put your head down and focused and got a little bit of money and moved your ass to America. You could reacquire it all really easy, not having to go through any of that to buy it. You just fucking buy it. Hey, there it is. There, I got it back.
You know what's funny too, Mark, is like I think that too. Why isn't it that easy just to pick up and leave? I tell Iggy the same thing all the time. Why don't you just move here?
Well, in his case, it'd probably be easier to move to Mexico than walk here because you'll get a lot more benefits that way.
But for me, it's like even from the move from New York to Texas is like, for me, before I did it, I thought it was worlds away.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then I could never see myself going back to New York.
No. That's why I don't leave where I'm at, because I can't picture myself being anywhere else. Fucking love it here. It gets hot. I'm not going to say it doesn't. It gets hotter and shit. It's the humidity, but worth it.
That's exactly right, CJ.
And I'm sure that I could kick it up a level for you, and I'm definitely sure that Madam could kick it up a level for you, because when I went to Vegas and it was like 120, I was like, I can't understand why people want to live in this.
Well, we get well over 100 every summer, but it's not the heat itself, it's the humidity that fucking kills.
Yes, I will concur with that, because when I went to Florida in August, I mean, I'm used to it being hot here in Arizona, right? Because it's hot and it's like a convection oven when you walk outside. Okay, but it's like a dry heat. But when I went to Florida, there was humidity and I was miserable outside. I was like, Jesus, get me inside. It doesn't sound like a horrible.
It's been in the 80s this week, and it feels like fucking amazing. Like I hear people in the north like, oh, it's summertime, it's in the 80s. I'm like, bro, like that's what we pray for. We pray for 80s down here. But that humidity, it's not just like that it's hot, it's just so goddamn uncomfortable. Like the temperature doesn't have to be in the hundreds, and you literally walk outside, and I'm not over exaggerating, in under a minute you already feel like you're sweating, and it's not
you feel like you're wading through the air.
Yeah, you like in under a minute, they say it's the air you can wear, and it's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
not
I
nice
took her
at all.
legs down a little bit. Can you tell? In your opinion now, Mark, make me big.
What is it?
Make her big.
Tell me if her legs are skinny enough now.
Make her big, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, you're cutting her head off?
I was cutting her thighs down here.
Oh, I thought you were about to make her more accurate. It's a little slit here.
All right, so does she look slimmer now? Is it better?
Yeah, I think Jeffrey Dahmer had the same process as you. I think different
I was in
medium.
the same room with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Really?
Good morning, DJ.
When he was
came
caught,
at the right time, Jeffrey Dahmer.
when he was
Yeah,
caught,
wear your glasses.
I was in Milwaukee for mock trial. I was a senior in high school, and I got to go up and watch the trial in between our mock trial.
Wow.
So I thought that I was in the same room with Jeffrey Dahmer.
I just want to take some pictures. DJ, you look very whitewashed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
that's
room was
racist,
very fluorescent
Yes,
today.
it is completely racist.
Yeah, I am extremely whitewashed. So I'm trying a new camera. So I figured out like all the freezing and stuff like that. It wasn't my internet.
Oh, you're freezing. What is it?
Am I freezing right now?
Yeah, you were getting jerky and you're a bit granular.
Son of a bitch!
He's always jerky.
No, so right now, because I've just realized. I don't
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Bro, what did you do? Do you skip arm day or what, bro?
Look at those guns. This camera automatically adjusts the light, so it looks really bad. So
you're very pixelated.
No, I'm definitely on the Wi-Fi now. I forgot
your,
the fucking wire.
Your bandwidth is 1.
Eman, who can give you all the editing advice that you need, said, "Gotta lower that ISO, DJ."
Number 1 editor.
Thank you, Eman. I didn't know that. So I bought a 4K webcam yesterday, so I can't lower any of that stuff. It's just legit a webcam. There isn't any settings. I guess I'll go
You
back.
do look crisp. Not lying. You do look
Now,
crisp.
now it looks really good now.
Now it looks good now.
I guess you switch over to the Wi-Fi. It's definitely clean. The background looks whited out for sure, but it does make the those helmets stand out really good. Oh,
yeah, I love those helmets. Nick, come
Oh,
back.
Yeah, those helmets are wicked.
Yeah.
Normally it says, step your camera game up, but the camera's like, step your room game up.
E-Man said, "You're welcome, good sir."
I was being sarcastic.
Man says that he figured out the freezing as he freezes. Yeah, you're back to doing it again.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
You can never win a best editor award if you can't even figure out.
Best live stream. It's best editor. It's not best live stream.
Yeah, but all this stuff carries over in people's minds.
You remember what I said before about people being sensitive about certain things? I think we found
that's DJ's thing.
I think we found DJ.
My internet. No, it was bothering me because I went back and I watched because I haven't watched first of all, hi everyone. Heidi, Justin, Mark, and Nick. I wasn't watching the stuff back for a couple of months, and then I went back and I watched it, and I was like, son of a bitch. So then I went and I bought, instead of buying a new cam, so I thought it was my cam link. First of all, I thought it was my internet, and then I bought a new Cat 8 wire. Yeah,
I bought a new internet.
I thought it was my my cam link that connects my cam to the computer. So I was just like, it's cheaper for me to buy a new webcam than it is for me to buy that the cam link. So I bought a webcam, and I don't like that there's no setting for the for the ISO and then the white balance and things like that. So right now I'm in the room. The only lights that are on are the shelf lights. There's no ring light. There's no house lights. Everything else is off. And
It looks as bright as hell.
It's so weird to me that you have the same problems hardwired.
Well, I'm hardwired right now.
He's
You're
saying you are hardwired as you do with Wi-Fi.
That's why I thought it was my oh shit, now I'm in the dark.
So bad.
Maybe it's something in YouTube.
Yeah, I saw in the terms of service where it says that YouTube just hates DJ links.
Yeah, now you just look like that 60-year-old guy trying to recruit somebody.
How old are you?
A piece of candy.
Jesus Christ! Come into my van.
I'm only like 6 or 7 years older than you.
Kyle said, "It's not a jury. You can't tell me to forget this moment."
I don't know. I thought I had
people thought this whole time that you had a bad internet connection, but it's really just him flexing on his editing skills. He is live editing these glitches.
Hey, look who's in the chat.
Yeah, he's back in. He was here earlier.
Rocking with
Hey,
us.
Maris is here too, right? Together.
Miss you, Chip.
test for tonight. I'm gonna hardwire. Please hold.
Go fuck yourself.
I missed seeing Chip this year at Heroes Con. That was the only negative of the experience, was not having Chip.
Yeah, that's the funny thing too. Chip is like, oh, he always says he's not going. I'm all like,
He's,
all right,
and he's there before everybody.
We'll see that. We'll see Chip there. And then, like this year, he wasn't. Oh well. Oh well.
Isn't Eman gonna jump on? Eman, are you gonna jump on with your smooth voice?
It's not a. It's E-Man.
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 I actually wouldn't mind going.
It's a play on his actual name.
Yeah.
E-Man.
Wouldn't mind going back to Chicago.
It was like when I was listening to a Biggie called Niobe's comics. Niobe. Like, Niobe.
Theater.
I just like being the Southern guy
Say naked again, Mark.
Naked.
Naked.
I like being the Southern guy that gets to get a name right every now and then, because I'm terrible with names. But I know like 7 of them, so
That's all you really need.
Yeah.
One for every day of the week.
Yep. Naked.
Naked.
Buck
Saying
naked.
naked just sounds wrong.
Naked.
Naked. That statue, madam. That tasteful statue of a naked woman.
Yeah, she's yeah.
Are you gonna like lightly cover her nibbly bits with vines or anything?
What do you mean?
Is she just a straight up naked woman, or is she? Because like I see the design and stuff in the back. Is she gonna have any?
That's the fun stuff about art. Is like you can make naked people.
Yeah, we discussed that on your live stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
So naked people.
we call it taste in art. It's called porn and everything else.
But I actually was thinking one time, I was listening to some documentary about I think it was Roman mythology or something, about how the earth and sky came together and they couldn't be separated, right? And they were trying so hard to like remove Gaia and the sky from each other. So I was thinking that wouldn't it be kind of interesting if like you imagine like the sky was on her and then pulled away, I would imagine there'd be like little constellations in her skin, like little stars that I could fill them with like, gold leaf or something.
Yeah.
I could make recognizable constellations on her. But.
So I can send you this website if you were curious about it, just going like putting levels to this, since it is just a for fun piece you're doing. You can go to this website and put in a date and a location and get the accurate sky for that time and date. So if there's a place that's meaningful to you, or a time,
I have my birthday done. Yeah.
And you want to like that piece that you have there to represent the scale to that date, you can put an accurate constellation on her. Like this constellation would not be next to this one, but you know exactly which one would go where on it. You can make it accurate.
I think I would just try to put on some constellations that I think people would recognize, like Orion and like the Little Dipper or something.
Where would you put the Little Dipper? We need to know.
Probably down here.
Just like leg thigh tattoos.
Orion there.
How's it going down there, DJ? Let's see what
you let me know.
He's moving. It's grainy. We had you there for a minute where it was like definitely looking sharp, but it's a little.
It's grainy, but you're not
not
freezing
lagging,
anymore.
But it's not high def.
Bro, I think it's something you really just can't do. Technologically, it's out of your hands, I think.
Oh shit.
No, and I don't mean it's his fault. I think it's something within the YouTube thing.
I don't think it has shit to do with YouTube, because it'd be affecting other people, right?
Maybe his camera.
For sending me.
We got someone here. We got tech support here to help with troubleshooting. All right, Kyle, what does he need to do?
Oh, you need to put a red hat on that you knitted last week. And
you have a beanie, DJ.
Have some Asian food that's left over from 2 days ago, and everything will be fine.
You need to strap wheels to your feet. Perpetual motion.
I think I need $2,000 for a new camera.
Only 1,900.
I still think
There
it
you
has to be an internet issue because you've changed stuff out. Like I'm
It's
not
not-
talking about like a
So-
wire or a cord. I'm talking a service provider issue. Like, because what will happen is, and we had this issue at my job is because where the kennel was located, they hadn't ran new wire down that road in like a decade, so they weren't even running on fiber optics on that road. So we had issues that kept going on, and they'd come out and try to fix it. And this was happening for years before I started, and I eventually convinced them to switch service providers to the one that I use here at home. And they have I checked when they had fiber optics on the road, and it just fixed everything. Just switching service providers.
Well, they're still going to be using the same infrastructure usually.
Yeah,
Different
it's the same. It's the same wire, but
Nope. Unless one is more upgraded
Dude,
than the other.
I'm telling you firsthand. This is how we figured it out is because like that's what the issue was. Is the company we were using was more of a local company that weren't tapped into the same wires. Like down that street, they had never come through and updated the wires that would run down that street that they would tap into, and they weren't tapping into the same ones. Like that was the issue. It was a weird. But that couldn't be not necessarily the case with DJ's problem, but that was what we had.
There is different grades of optic fiber cable as well because I deal with that shit.
You have to
And
pay
it's a
for
huge
the
expense
fiber
is
to
why
run.
the smaller company hadn't ran new wire down that road because it's a road that only has a very limited number of houses on it and goes to a dead end where like neighborhoods and other stuff would get their attention.
So now I'm fine, right?
Let us try.
You're on your
Now you're
laptop.
not. When you go big screen, no.
You're a little cloudy.
It's
No, I mean that's because this is the local camera.
You're still 8-bitty though, like not as severe, but I think that's just resolution.
Bring that
Huge frame drop.
Chip wants to know if you used OBS or virtual camera. If so, maybe a bit rate / MTU issue.
I don't know what MTU stands for.
Masters of the Universe.
not at all.
Nerd.
Vaseline on camera.
You could take me off the big screen. You can take me off the big screen. So, and then is my voice coming through fine?
Yeah, except when
so
lag.
annoying. So
No,
annoying.
so if the voice is coming through fine, it's not an internet issue.
Well, when you lag, it doesn't. Your voice chops and cuts and all that.
You did the robot voice before. That's why I was making impersonations of it.
This guy right here just has a problem with your voice in general, though.
Nick also has a problem pointing.
Oh, sorry. This guy right here.
Yeah, that guy right
I think Eman's in the background too.
My imaginary friends right here.
Yeah,
My other imaginary friends over here.
Earlier, like Justin right here.
DJ, Justin,
No.
Mark.
It looks like you're doing like the finger gun. Bang, bang, bang.
Pew, pew, pew.
Madam,
Yes.
Wrong.
Nope.
body.
Nope.
Wrong.
The only one you got right was Mark.
I can't win. I can't win because I flipped this mode because I had a problem pointing in the first place.
I got to go try to fix this shit. I got to see what's up.
Sorry, man. Mark left.
Hopefully it'll be better by in the mix tonight.
Just give it up.
Yeah, I'm about to.
It's the epic
I don't
struggle.
know. Hold on. We got E-Man here to help complicate the situation. Oh, fuck. E-Man was here to give advice, and then he
We
leaves.
got more tech support for DJ, and he left.
IT is here, and looks like the person in need is gone. Darn.
Hopefully,
He cracked the shits and left.
back.
Good morning, my friends.
Good morning. 75 degrees is pretty good, man. Nice day. Kind of warm.
Yeah, that's a warm day in San Francisco, really.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to like.
What's the temperature?
It's gonna be 75 today. Right now, it's here
What's
in
the real
Oakland.
what's the real temperature in the rest of the world?
It's 75 is the real temperature. Okay.
I don't
That's
know.
villain temp.
That's like a Georgia winter.
It's
Right
actually
now it's
74 by me right now.
right now in Oakland it's 56.
Yeah, we have 70s
Is
this
it
morning.
foggy?
It was amazing.
Overcast. Yeah, it's a little overcast. Guess
We just
that's
got out of a heat wave of 112.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I heard SoCal's
75.
burning up right now with like
Okay.
major
We're
fires.
currently on fire.
23.8 degrees in real world temperature time. Or temperature.
I have three different friends that are in proximity to 3 different fires. So
Yee.
Wow.
Yeah, SoCal's burning up right now. Poor guys down there.
the last massive fire is called the line fire. It created its own weather. It was called pyronimbus clouds or pyrocumulus clouds, I think. And it poured and like 3,200 lightning strikes or something like that. It was wild. It was 110 outside, pouring.
When are y'all going to start naming your wildfires like people name hurricanes?
Oh, they do.
It's
They
just
do.
it's all based on origin.
Yeah, one of them's called the airport fire. It's crazy.
No, I mean like real names, like
Janice.
Like Janice. That's a good one. Karen.
Then
Karen.
you walk around, then you
Karen's
walk
a really
around
bad
like
fire.
hating those people, though. You know.
I mean, we had one called the Paradise Fire. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
Paradise, but there was one called the Paradise Fire.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Do you guys name your fires like that?
We
down
don't
there?
have those because of the humidity. They just put themselves out.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That was a dumb question.
The rain actually helped put the fire out, but then it was restarted by lightning strikes.
By the same clouds, right?
By the same
yeah, that's crazy.
Is that generally what it is? Is like the lightning strikes, or like what are the normal causes? Because you guys go through wildfires.
Dry.
I've
Just
only
dryness
yeah,
and
it's
cigarettes.
dry. It's
Right.
the energy I think created by the rapid changes in the temperatures because it got really hot and created a lot of condensation, and it's up on a mountain, so it kind of like wafted and then created clouds, and then they started like I don't understand the entire.
And then the
science
wind.
of it.
Down
Right.
there, they get pretty gnarly
Yeah.
wind.
So it's not some pissed off, out of work actor just flicking his cigarette in the wrong place, right?
I mean, it could be. Really, actually, it really could be.
Could have been.
That's how they start every
Most
time.
of the times, it's like transformers blowing up and
Yeah.
starting the fires.
You know, and Bumblebee and
Yeah.
Cyclone just go at it and just.
Optimum Pride.
It's Optimus Primo.
Putang ina! Si Optimum Pride! Oh, si Optimum Pride!
That is a Filipino guy too, isn't it?
Yeah. To this day, it's his girlfriend's reaction. She's like, I'm not looking at you. I'm driving.
That's one of
driving
the
you.
funniest clips ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That's
Oh my dude, it was everywhere last year.
Mm.
was it a Filipino guy?
Yeah. it was
Just
Filipino
type in Optimum Pride, and
Yeah.
you usually find it.
Putang ina!
Oh, I
Optimum
found
Pride!
it. Okay.
But you got to find the longest clip, because the longest clip, it's only a couple of seconds more, but then you see the girlfriend's reaction, because some of the clips you don't see the reaction.
I'm not
And
looking at you.
she's trying not to laugh, and she's
Yeah.
like,
The guy named Jose.
It's funny because the girlfriend looks like my friend's wife, and we actually hit him up like, "Hey, dude, I need you to see this video, and I need you to see this girl. Is that your wife?" He's like, "Oh shit, it does look like Vanessa." Are you sure it's not Vanessa?
I now get the reference. Thank you.
It's classic. It's weird to see Simon like at night. Like I know it's supposed to be, but it's just.
well, technically it's morning now.
What time is it there?
It's 12:30 a.m.
Oh. So it really is tomorrow for you now.
I am in the Saturday, but
So
at least I have the day off.
So you're like Australian Insomniac Nation right now, then?
Yeah, Yeah, because usually when I jump on CJ's Insomniac, it's usually like afternoon for me.
I can see Madam's sculpture as being a fountain,
A fountain?
and then just water
Coming
shooting
out
out.
the nipples?
Shooting out a boob.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but it inappropriate.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind.
It's a piece of
what that says about me. I'll leave that to everyone else.
Yeah.
It's up for interpretation.
That thing's cool though.
Thank
You
you.
still have a lot of detail to do in the hair.
I know. I've been working on it like the past couple days, like pretty religiously. So
I don't know if you talked about it, Madam, but is that a commission for someone or is that just funsies?
Passion project.
This is for fun. I thought she would be like a Poison Ivy, you know, but I guess I can't make Poison Ivy because of the copyright thing or whatever.
Because I can totally do that pose
You can
for
do what
with
you
the
want.
hair, and if you need like reference, just
Wait, what was that?
I can totally do that pose for you if you need reference, with the hair and everything.
I did reference this. I did actually say this was a sculpture of you because this is a sculpture of you clipping your hair.
Okay.
I said that earlier in the stream, actually.
And
I was thinking more of like Rapunzel and not Poison Ivy.
And A-Man's campaigning again.
No, I'm not. Says
Don't know what you're talking about.
Says who? Mean.
No, I don't know what you're
Have you
talking
seen
about.
my beard?
How was your hair today, you man?
It's healthy. It's fine. It's.
Did you wash it this morning?
Oh no! I need to wash it though. I did shower earlier this week. I just need to put a little bit more conditioner in it.
Oh, so you got your weekly shower in. That's good.
I did.
What's a shower? I thought you just change your clothes.
Change your clothes, put some stinky stuff under your arms, and then you're right to go.
I only have 2 beanies. Monday through Thursday, and then the weekend beanie.
The weekend beanie.
I was waiting for Mike to giggle. I didn't know what it would take.
That was it.
I think I speak for the most of the comic book community out there, Kyle, when I say bring the sheriff shirt back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
oh, here, I got it right here.
Creepy undressed mannequin in the background we need also.
Yeah, we need the mannequin back.
Wait, you guys know too much about me.
Only because you posted on.
We're talking about Dahmer again? What's going on?
Maybe I should start sorting out my real life issues on live streams.
It worked out well for you last week.
Absolutely. This was a little bigger though.
Yeah, how'd the last week go for you? We don't have. Do you get all the books mailed out? I see all them boxes behind you still.
Yes. Satire aside, yes.
Can I ask you guys a question real quick? And I know you're gonna know the answer.
Oh, and the UF4 sold for $9,000 today, this morning.
Oh, that's awesome. So that means that should take care of another issue then, right?
Yep, absolutely. And he's gonna send him the money.
Oh, awesome. So everything worked out since last week. That's fantastic.
I've been cut out.
I can't wait to see like the follow-up posts that say everything's good now. No problems here. Everything was resolved. Everyone has their books and their money. Hallelujah! I'm going to be watching.
And Bo doesn't have to
Speaking
say
of books
every
and money-
Australian swear word under the sun.
Can't wait to see this.
I need to ask you guys a question.
Oh, we're sorry. We're sorry.
Where would I buy Gemini mailers from?
You can get them on Amazon.
Is that the cheapest place to get them?
Yeah, you get about like 20, 25 box lots kind of thing.
You buy a buttload of comic books, like
and then
one
you
at a
reuse
time,
them.
and then you just purchase them.
Yeah, that too.
You know what was
You
funny
just get them
about
on Amazon.
Number one, put yourself in debt buying books.
Ironically, they're not shipped to you in a Gemini mailer.
it comes just like a
Giant Gemini mailer with
They
little
come
Gemini
completely
mailers.
flat. You just fold them together.
cardboard boxes.
Okay, I need to get some so I can send out my comics.
The funny thing about that thing last week, Kyle, with you and the other guy, whatever, I didn't know who he was because I only just caught like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there because I was out that
You
night.
must have really liked Bo and his reaction.
Was Bo was messaging me on IG in between this going, how do I leave? I feel so uncomfortable. I don't know how to get out of here. I'm waiting for and I go, dude, just smoke bomb and leave. And he goes, what's smoke bomb? What's smoke bomb? And I go, just leave, just turn off your camera. I said, look, if you want to be polite, put something in the private chat. Just say, I'm uncomfortable, I gotta go, or just I gotta go. And then he kept messaging me, go, I still can't leave, I still can't leave. And I go, dude, just leave.
Madam, the link is in the private chat.
Just leave. And then I ended up going on a tirade, and then I finally left. And I watched it the next morning. I was laughing my ass off at that.
We had a very short discussion about it, me and Bo. He's like, I was too drunk.
That old excuse.
do a Justin Birch and just smoke bomb, and he's like, I don't know what a smoke bomb is. These youngins today.
Hey, Nick.
Yo.
Nick, you doing okay, my friend? You doing okay? Just want to make sure that everything's okay.
No, everything's good. I'm trying to make
Why are you
updates.
throwing San Francisco mug in his face?
That's week one stuff. That's week one stuff,
wanna make sure you're
E-Man.
okay, Nick.
E-Man, that's week one stuff. We're in week 2 now.
Just checking up on you, my friend.
What is the football season started? Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is last night was the start of week 2.
His team beat my team Monday night. Handily.
Okay. Oh,
Who do you follow, Nick?
New York Jets.
Okay. I know about the Knicks obviously being a basketball guy, but I didn't know about football side of things. So are the Knicks actually good now, or they still suck?
Well, being a New York area sports fan, aside from the Yankees and even sometimes the Yankees too,
about the Mets?
you always wait for them to suck.
It'll
But
come eventually.
They're all doing pretty well right now. Even the Mets are doing pretty well right now.
Nice. How are their salaries? Are they still monumental?
Listen, the salaries are right for pro athletes. They're okay.
How about this? Steph Curry just signed an extension, which is worth more than all of the payroll for the Oakland A's, which is nuts.
Well deserved, too. Well deserved.
I feel your pain, Nick, because I follow a team that hasn't really done anything since their inception in like 1987. So
1987. I'll put it to you this way: I have not seen a Knicks finals or Knicks championship since I've been alive.
At least they've had some though.
Some people will tell you that I'm old as fuck.
You're not that old.
Not that old, but yeah, it's been 51 years for the Knicks. They've been in the finals 2 times, I think, since then. But
wasn't Patrick Ewing part of the Dream Team?
He was.
See, like shining light. Come on, Nick.
You
Come on, Nick.
You can't go there.
I'm giving you an out here, Nick. Okay.
You don't count that. I mean, basketball is not what it was back then. It was the international scene was not as good as it is now.
Yeah, the international. There's so many international players now, but they're also a lot. What's the easiest way to put it? They're all a bunch of pussies now.
Whoa!
No.
It's like foul. There's no like.
Yeah, thank LeBron for that.
Like
He watches
the
a lot of
old
soccer.
Detroit Bad Boys, and even the Knicks. You know, like John Starks and like the Patrick Ewing days, stuff like that. Like they played
ball.
rough.
It was street ball.
Pretty much street ball.
The Knicks motto back then was, we're going to do one of 2 things. Either we're going to win the game or we're going to win the fight. Or we're going to win the fight.
Why would you pick female genitalia? I feel like male genitalia is weaker and more sensitive.
You're not
And
going
you're
to the bloody.
you're speaking
you're
on
not doing
experience.
You're not doing the. You're not doing the.
I've been kicked in the nuts
Madam.
before. It doesn't feel that great.
That's the
Madam.
CJ Journo stream where
Yeah, that's
Journo
what I was
went
going to say. I was
off
going to say, is that the
on
journo
about-
thing?
He was like, just went on this wild rant about why do they say you got to have balls to do something because balls are sensitive, but the women's down there are super. My God,
Yeah, that was a weird section of the
Jesus.
interview.
I didn't watch that interview. I'm not a big fan of the journos. I keep trying to have like real conversations with him, and I don't know.
He's intense.
It's okay. Hear me out. And it's kind of like when you meet somebody, and it's like they're waiting for you to finish your sentence so that they can just continue on with what they were trying to say.
I mean,
Like,
like
there's
I am now.
yeah. There's no conversation.
I just like how Mark left it on that comment and walked away.
Yeah.
Left it on the screen.
It's fine.
Well, I can say something. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Gonna leave it alone.
Brass ovaries.
Oh.
AR is hilarious.
So Noel, huh? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, it's already in the latest trailer saying that the only way I knew because I saw your short.
So that's
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a good casting.
For what?
Probably not size wise, but probably acting wise.
Norman Reedus as Null?
Yeah.
We just found out what yesterday.
I found out a couple of hours ago.
What character is that? Never heard of him. What kind of
I
character is
was literally driving all yesterday. I didn't consume anything.
Null is supposed to be like the Omega level bad for the Venom side of Marvel Universe.
Yeah, wasn't that a Donny Cates thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Donny Cates and
So-
Ryan Stegman.
What happened with Donny Cates? Is he recovering from his brain injury or no? Do we know any updates? Because last time I heard he was like a little bit better than a vegetable.
There's no coming back from his Hulk run, Kyle.
No, it's. I'm more concerned about
Rod.
his health as like a human being.
Well, what happened? What happened to him?
I think
Traumatic brain injury.
he was in a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like literally like completely changed his life. He was like a vegetable for a while, and
He almost died.
He lost 6 months worth of memory, which is crazy. It's a whole lot.
Does that mean he forgot his Hulk run? Starship Hulk run?
No, I think that was too
Ooh.
long before.
I guess my attempt at humor fell way short.
I just sorry, I purposely took it literal. I like Norman Reedus as an actor, though.
Yeah, he
Like
played.
Enoch, thanks.
He played Daryl well.
Mr. LeMay in the house.
He's still playing Daryl well, isn't he? Still Daryl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Oh, shoot. If I was better at planning, I would have been able to hang out with Madam Blaster and Austin.
This fucking guy.
Oh,
It's like I can't just have one stream without being on guard.
That's the internet.
That's DJ.
I mean,
so you wouldn't get this on Spidey's Outback, Nick. You'd get nothing but love on Spidey's Outback.
That's true.
These hangouts, we reveal a lot about each other, and it's hard to forget, you know?
I mean, you slip up once, say the wrong thing, make the wrong gesture.
You get a cramp on a live stream.
Show up with a very inappropriate mustache.
you're a gatekeeper or you don't like newbies to the comic book community?
Is there gatekeeping in like the social media side of comic books? I feel like there has to be. 'Cause
Marcus is
otherwise-
a gatekeeper, apparently.
Well,
So
otherwise,
he's-
all of us would have like 2,500 followers, you know? I mean, some people like have like actually bad content, and I'm gonna list them all right now in chronological order.
Make them big, Mark. Make them big.
I would like to start with the letter A.
And go.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I think spreading positivity is a little bit better than criticism, I guess.
And that's what I said earlier, like what Nick said about, we need, a bit more love and, and more, sharing people's, content out and supporting people and pushing people. And
Can someone play a
all that.
violin real quick so he can tell us of this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, very small one.
Someone play a violin for Simon.
Shut up.
Or just be completely neutral and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I have a philosophy that I like to live by.
But before you say that, Just, I mean,
before you smoke bomb.
Yeah,
I hate Justin Birch's comments, and I will never hit the like button twice. I will never do that. Will never do that, no matter how much I dislike it.
That's how I really need to know that you dislike it.
I just won't tell him.
Like what you like. Don't be a dick.
Because every time Justin makes a video, it's about some comic that's a huge major key that only has a print run of 3 that's worth $15,000 that he paid a random penny he found on the street on the way to the meet.
That's accurate. All of it.
That is.
Hey, Steve is here. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, DJ, welcome back.
Every time I see Steve's name, I think of the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros.
Hippopotamus?
What kind of acting name is Steve?
Damn it! Why do you always give him the easy words?
Is DJ moving? I can't see if he's moving. Are you moving? Move your arm.
We got Eman.
Look at the look on
Am I frozen?
No, sort of.
Choppy as hell, though.
You'd be better off if you were frozen.
There's a little lag. Just
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah, you're a little Super Nintendo-ish on that.
It keeps going between 6-bit and 16
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
8-bit and 16-bit.
E-Man, tell him how to fix it, E-Man.
Fuck this.
You got to figure this out before tonight.
A brand new show in the mix tonight, Friday night.
Yeah, brand new. Episode 4.
I'm
out.
Wiki.
The audio is okay though. Like all joking aside.
Yeah, that's just
You
so
look clear
weird.
right this second, but I don't know what keeps knocking it in and out.
Hi.
Is the camera set to 720 for whatever reason?
No, so I think that's what, because I went back to my other camera. It's set to wow, and I froze because I'm watching on the thing.
Nice. Super clear.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird. And then my internet, I had changed the server. So I'm doing like 950 download and 50 upload. So that's insane.
That's good.
That makes no sense. How many tabs do you have open, and what browser are you using?
Chrome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe try Firefox.
Firefox.
You're gonna have to. As
If
long as
that-
you log into the same thing, you
You
should be.
try Netscape?
If that doesn't work, try Mozilla, please.
Mozilla is Firefox.
It's my favorite cheese.
Fine.
Try
just ask
DuckDuckGo.
Steve's, bro.
That might work.
Mozzarella.
It was pretty good for privacy.
Yeah, your upload's 50. That should be good enough to stream.
Bro,
1080.
I know. So that's
I'm
why
literally like not even. Are you hardlined?
no, I'm
I'm gonna send
trying
you
to
a
get the
long
Nikola Tesla, the energy straight out of the air to power my laptop. Maybe it's that.
It's just StreamYard's very, very demanding.
These
I'm
damn
literally
coils. These damn
like,
coils aren't working.
I have like an actual like gaming laptop that I use to like handle this and a shitty camera.
This is very interesting.
Yet another reason to move down south. Crystal clear internet.
Yeah.
Pass. I'd rather be choppy. I'd rather be choppy and laggy.
Because every beat is chop meat.
Well, I mean, the South
couldn't stop me.
South versus the Midwest. That'll be a conversation.
Go to Indiana.
I'm the hippopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless. I'm not a water-dwelling man coming out of this esophagus. I love Flight of the Conchords. Oh.
I took too much time doing this stuff. I got to get to work. Thank you for helping me out. Catch you on the flippity flip.
I'm not sure we helped you with anything. We just told you it's still broken.
No, you helped me tremendously, sir.
Can you hear me now? Nah.
Yo, that's a lot. That's a lot of help. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to start going camless.
Yes. Hey, we have an agenda for tonight. Are you posting an agenda for tonight?
The agenda topic 1, 2, and 3 is get this internet right.
We're gonna start with politics, move into religion, and then
Scientology.
finish on Scientology.
Not on In the Mix without DJ Links.
Yeah, Kyle, how do you feel about Scientology?
There's this dude that I follow online that like stands outside the Scientology building, and like there's just weird vibes, if that makes sense.
From the building or from the dude?
From the like the people that work at the Scientology thing.
Is it the guy that stands out there just warning anybody walking in or
Yeah.
grabbing pamphlets from him?
Yeah.
I hate
But,
those
like,
people.
the way that they handle the situation is like really weird. It's like you know those people at like rich people stores that are wearing tuxedos but they're still making like minimum wage? It feels like that. Is that an accurate enough reference?
And
Yeah,
they got,
no,
they
it's
got
hilarious.
that like soulless eye stare because they're trying to be polite,
Yeah.
but you can tell they're so mad because they're not being mean to the guy who's trying to run off their customers. They're just like they're weird. Weird is a
It's
good
like
way to put it.
it's like
It's
me
like a
like
bank teller. Like a bank teller is making a little bit more than minimum wage, and they're processing all this money all day.
it's like me feeling uncomfortable walking into a Gucci store dressed like I am, you know? Like they're gonna look at me different, and I'm gonna be like,
the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling.
No, Kyle, you definitely pass like you can shop at a Gucci store.
I dress like Adam Sandler. What are you talking about?
And those are the people that go in there and buy stuff.
That's fair. I walk in like
Yeah,
it's like-
these high-end stores. It's not everybody's. The only people that are dressed up are the people working there.
fair. Okay.
Not like I shop there.
But yeah, I look at them like, hey, you're making it like it's your job. I don't know. I treat people with the assumption that they're like actually human.
How dare you, sir?
What assumption? Even Justin Birch?
I wasn't paying attention. I just heard my name.
I appreciate Justin's sarcasm. Like it's very.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I really wasn't paying attention.
I know.
I appreciate Justin's snarkiness.
But your sarcasm
so
matches
snarky.
with my sarcasm, whether you're being serious right now or not.
And madam, when you realize it's not snarkiness, that's just his personality, that wears off really quickly.
Oh no! Wait a
He
second.
was kind enough to come on a stream with me, even though I said he was snarky. So
Fair.
And then you see him in person and his beard trim and that cute style of his.
I got scheduled for next week.
I went yesterday, and I thought about you yesterday.
How much do you guys pay to get your beard touched up?
For me, it was $15.
So
15
60 was
bucks.
too much.
So,
I paid 60 last time to get mine touched up. It was in a speakeasy, and they gave me a lot of whiskey.
That's nice.
You
Yeah,
didn't
I've had
realize
that.
how your beer was when you were done.
What?
Yeah, I've
No,
had
it's
that.
just like a Vegas experience thing.
I've had that $75 treatment.
Yeah, the dude that was trimming my beard, his name was Rockstar.
Nice.
And
Down
he
in
was,
Tijuana?
no, it was in Vegas.
Same difference.
The Tijuana guy is completely different.
What's the difference?
Oh, what's offered at the Tijuana?
At the Tijuana one. I'm interested.
He works out of a strip club, and you go in the back room.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you get your beard trimmed between like the strippers and the donkey show?
Seen lap dance.
It depends if my credit card clears, but yeah.
The donkey show.
You've been, Nick?
To what? Donkey show? No.
You wasn't out there with Mo Green?
They said they charge your card discreetly. It's like Purple Falcon or something, or
Effing Mo Green.
I was making my bones in Vegas while you were still sucking on your mother's tit.
Hey, Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Second sight.
It's funny you guys can't see me because my camera's off, but I am frozen. You just have to, believe me on that one.
We do.
Man, I'm out of
I gotta get back to work.
food.
It's about time to go pick Finn up. He's at half day today.
Half days. Those are the days parents love the most, right?
I do because I can go pick both my kids up at the same time now.
Cool.
Go pick Finn up and go straight to get Monkey from there. So this is awesome. And plus, get more of the day with them. I'm still in the phase where I like my kids like a lot. Like they're fucking rock. So I enjoy hanging out with them. I let them stay
You're
up.
gonna
late
like them when
last
they're
night.
older then too. That means.
Yeah, I let them stay up late last night watching Van Helsing with me. They've never seen Van Helsing. I didn't realize how scary it would be for a smaller kid. But the Bride of Dracula,
it was mad scary.
No, I'm saying like the Brides of Dracula, how they just taunt everyone as they're killing them. Like the kids were both like covering their face and
look on that.
Yeah.
I'm like, grow up, kid. You're 4.
Wait till you're 12.
Mark, I get the
I'm
feeling that
12.
I get the feeling, Mark, your kids are going to grow up and they're going to be the kind of kids who remember this great dad who are going to take care of you when you're older and let
Okay,
you
I'm
live
glad
with
you
them.
were saying that like I was going to be gone or something.
Well,
Shit.
someday.
They're
we'll
going to
have
be
to face
15.
that
I'm like, I remember
possibility.
having this great dad back in the day.
Yeah.
You bought me
Not to get milk and never came back.
I'm saying you probably are going to miss the nursing home because you're treating your kids so nice.
My daughter yesterday, since we're talking about kids, but she's not a kid, she's a grown-ass adult. She asked me for something yesterday. I forgot what it was. So she rings the bell and she's like, "Oh, can I blah blah?" And I was just like, "What are you asking me for?"
What are you?
And then she had like this stupid face, and I was just like, "Yo, you're married. Like you don't need to ask me permission for anything. Get out of here."
I'm not your sugar daddy anymore.
She had this stupid face.
I was just like, "Yo, get out of here! Like, how dare you ask me for $20 for laundry? Get the fuck out of here!"
You get the washing board out like a grown up.
Hell yeah,
Go down to the river.
yeah. Go wash on the washing board and then go play the fiddle afterward.
What was that song?
Jimmy Crack Corn.
No, from the Soggy Bottom Boys.
The who?
Man of Sorrow.
No,
I'm the man of constant sorrow.
washboard women at the
Oh, yeah.
down over there.
What about the one? Yeah, are you talking about the how was that movie? Which one?
Brother, where art thou? Or
That's
brother.
it. Yeah. Yeah, that siren. When the sirens are singing, washing their clothes. That's amazing.
That was a great movie.
Great.
That
Good.
movie, that movie with George Clooney and Brad Pitt that's dropping later this month looks good. Wolf,
Yeah.
or some shit is called.
I love to stay and talk about it I do gotta kill the stream. Gotta go get the kids.
All right, peace out, y'all.
You have a good one. See you tonight at 9:00 on In the Mix.
Bye, madam.
Y'all have a good day.
Bye.
Ah.